Okay. Can you hear me now? I guess I can just keep this on in the background as I prepare everything. Let's see. What's going on here? Shut up, boy. You can hear me through here? I don't see the chat on here, which is annoying. Why can't I see the chat? There we go. Let's see if I can type something here. Type. No, for some reason. Okay, now I can see it. There we go. Hello there. Alright. After all that weirdness to go, I don't know what the hell was going on there, but there was some bizarreness going on with everything. But now I've got it all figured out, and now it's time to once again not play the Japanese version, but play the English version of Fate Samurai Remnant and continue on from where I last left off. Let's see if this should automatically get there. Come on, game capture. I know you got it in you. Wait for it. I mean, you can just always forever show the whoopers going up and down. That's perfectly fine with me as well. There we go. Hello, it's me. Hello, Ethan. It is I, Wookie. And it is time for the continuation of Fate Samurai Remnant, as I continue to play from where I last left off. So, let me see, can you guys... I can't hear anything at the moment, but I don't know if it's saying anything. Hopefully nothing too bad. I most recently updated my drivers and stuff. Okay, no, I can hear it. We're good. I was really worried there. I was like, all I did was try and update a single driver, and then now nothing's working anymore. Thank God. Time to go tell all these, look at all these messages from my Google. YouTube is crazy for showing my real name when you use my username. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just jump scare you by using your real name? Is there, what is the name usually here? All I see is, your real name. What's the username usually? Alright, we're back at Yoshiwara. The setting for the upcoming Gintama movie that's going to be, a done of the first Yoshiwara arc. Not Yoshiwara in Flames, but the first one. No, is it Yoshiwara in Flames? No. Courtesan of a Nation is the other one I'm thinking of. So yes, it is Yoshiwara in Flames. Yes, in the comments and stuff, it's usually Corgi. Oh, you're right! Okay, I would recognize... That's crazy! They dropped your Corgi! That's insane! Osho are so different and nice. You wanna go? Yeah. Yeah, we were kicked out of here last time, if you don't remember. If you can't recall. Wait, before we get kicked out of here, we have to do the most important thing in the game. Pet these cats. That's right. This is where all the time and budget went into, baby. We have to make sure that these cats and dogs are properly pet. There we go. Now we can go home. There's nothing for me here now. I think. No, I guess there's still some people I can talk to. Before I leave. I forgot that I can... The X is not talk, X is to jump on him instead. Yeah, horrified man is terrified about the implications here. Absolutely terrified of what's currently going on. Hello. Oh man, she keeps getting her bill. It would be nice, Miss Courtesan. Oh, what happened to your health? What happened to my health? That's a good question. I got fucked up last time I happened. I fought a gigantic man. OMG, you remember me? I feel so seen, even though I comment some insane things from time to time. I mean, yeah, I read all the comments, so usually if I see a name, I remember it. I don't think that's too crazy, unless that makes me sound like a crazy person. Sometimes when you take me a bit, but I'm like, oh yes, I remember them. I remember. It's the benefit of being the size that I currently am. I assume that once things go, if things ever went like crazy higher, I guess it would be a little bit harder to do it, but I don't have to worry about that right now. It makes it a lot easier. I remember a lot of the people from the beginning days. They occasionally comment from old things whenever I do like a Dokkan video or something, and they're like, hey man, I've been waiting 4 years for a Dokkan video to drop. Thank you very much for dropping one. And I said, thank you for somehow still being subscribed and just waiting for 4 years for a new Dokkan video. But I occasionally do them, so they're like, alright. There we go. Talk to more courtesans. Get all the buffs that we can. Stall specialist? Ask me anything. I should get some food to heal myself. Actually, no, I'm probably about to go to bed and heal myself that way. So it shouldn't be too bad. Maybe if all the Fago people move from Plushie and those other ones. I mean, from what I understand, there's a lot of people who just end up watching a lot of people, I guess. So it's fine. That's not happening anytime soon. Unless I guess they decide to quit. Everyone, you know, has their own personal taste. Retired gourmet just hanging by this tree, waiting for a young man to talk to me so I can tell him about what I've learned through these years. Oh, it's a girl. That's right. I thought he was like bringing up a food. Let me see. There's a courtesan here to talk to. Talk to Miss Courtesan. Get these little unlocked achievement things. Do you have anything to sell? Hello, general store lady. Some silk thread, a handle wrapping. I don't think I need this right now. It's not that I can think of. Hello, Miss Courtesan. One of my helper girls passed away recently due to the consumption. That's terrible! Shoutouts to Weapons, who brought up consumption. Spoilers if you have not seen the hit horror movie currently out in theaters, Weapons. It's really good. You should check it out. Oh man, this Courtesan had a rough time though. It sounds like she could be improved by watching the movie Weapons. I used to play Dokkan Battle, but when they added Red Zone, I stopped playing. Damn, that was a while ago. You stopped playing around year 3 or so? To be fair, I did not last that much longer. I ended up going into... how long did I go into? Nebulous. Technically speaking, I still play Dokkan because I'm waiting for them to bring back the Aurelia event. So I can get my final form Aurelia happy. I am going to go fight these dudes and I'm likely going to die. Go ahead. Yeah, you were talking before I got absolutely fucking devastated by this guy. I do usually stop and go if there's a Dragon Ball banner. If they release a new Kid Goku, I'm usually there, but they've made it harder for people who don't play to get their game. They seem to be rewarding the people who play their game instead of the people who don't want to play their game. Which I feel is a mistake in many design. One of many of Dokkan's biggest mistakes. Not catering to the people who don't play their game. And in case it's not very obvious, I am joking. They should be doing that, because it's going to be those people who actually stick around. What are you doing, my guy? There we go. I was like, I know there's a way to focus in on the camera here. Alright, come here, you giant cursed lantern. There we go. Here. Oh, I can go in here. No! There we go. Go, get him. Perfect! I should switch to the other style, because I think the other one is better suited for long fights. Or at least I thought it was. Please just hit this thing. Thank you. This thing needs to die, like, now. I'm getting my ass whooped by a random person, which looks like a failed cosplay of the victory zone. What? You spawned these back in? This is annoying. Thank you, he died. I wasn't with it. Oh shit. Yep. Alright, let's do it. Waterfall! We did it! I totally just didn't miss that. Fate but open world, yeah. Well. No, that was during the year when they had LR physical Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta in the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Okay. I can't remember too, again, once you start mentioning those certain eras, that's when I start to, like, go, I don't remember any of this. The only Super Saiyan 4s I remember being edited into the game were the original ones back in the day. And the to-be-released, one. Okay, we should get some rewards for this stuff. Yeah, see, I knew there was a reason to do a lot of this. Before I had to leave and go to the next area. Talk to this Coruscant. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Where am I right here? It would have been a good idea to talk to and eat. Okay, this is where the last one is. What's the difference on streaming on Twitch versus YouTube? Well, first of all, the nice thing here is that the things you guys say get saved, and people who go to the video later are going to be able to see what you have to say. On Twitch, I have to actively put the chat on my on the screen so that people can see it, and also there's no chance of this being deleted unless I say or do something weird, I guess. Unless I accidentally dox myself, in which case, yes, the stream has to go down so I can undox myself. But usually for Twitch, there's a limited time for how long something can last. That's how we unfortunately lost some great streams of Zenrod. Zenrod had some amazing streams on Twitch, but he didn't have the foresight to save them. And so it ended up being that a lot of them were lost to time unless I specifically got them down before they could go away. Such as the remnants of what exists of the No Fat Chicks conversation from Blowjob City. Unfortunately, the full stream of Blowjob City has been lost to the ether, and no one can ever see it. And the only people who truly can remember that time are the people who experienced it live on Twitch. That seems to be the main difference. I'm also still getting used to some of the encoding stuff, which is really weird. That's taking me a bit to get used to, which is why some of these have started at random times. And there's also, I guess, more subscribers on my YouTube versus my Twitch, but that's because I don't do much on Twitch. There's no reason. On Twitch, you have to, like, do constant stuff, I think. Where on YouTube, I guess, it's just a nice bonus. Like, obviously people are here to see any of the random videos I might come out with. Where on Twitch, I think they probably expect... It's a different culture type of thing, you know what I mean? Basically, from what I've understood from going between the two, at least. This is a layman's term thing. Here we go. Dog. Pet the dog and look at you. To non... We will fly out to a non-consenting meet and greet. You don't have to worry about that. If you find my brother at Anime Expo, that's the closest you'll get to a meet and greet with me. I have to keep the illusion that I'm not a real person. So, you can find my brother, though. If you can find my brother at Twitch, I'll have him with... Not Twitch. If you can find my brother at Anime Expo when he decides to go, he'll have a Wooper plush, and that will be the same basic thing as meeting me. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't need to be constantly fighting these things, I don't think. Or do I? Actually, don't know. Let me keep going. Corzan's toyed with my emotions. I don't trust you, unrivaled leecher. I make it my life's duty to not trust men who are named unrivaled leecher. It makes it seem like you're not really of the trustworthy sort. It's like if a guy was named Lying Joe and says, "You have to believe me, I'm not lying to you." Like, do I? Holy shit! Leeching Joe is kicking my ass. Let me eat this pickled taco, maybe? I need more rice, but this guy is... all he's doing is, like, doing a single swing, and he's completely wrecking my shit. Alright, let me switch to style, maybe? Yeah, he was completely destroying me. Like, what the fuck? No wonder he's able to trick all these tortoises if he's fucking waving a single sword and dealing 200 points of damage. Die, please. If he goes next year, we'll see. I think he might be going. Are you planning to go to Anime Expo next year, boy? You can't hear me right now. Are you planning to go to Anime Expo next year? He says sure, so maybe you'll be able to see him there. I'm unlikely to go just because of how hot it is. But also in general, I slow down my brother and sister when it comes to looking for stuff. Okay, I feel like I need to go get... No, I should be fine. I'll go stock up in items after I fight this guy. Hey, Wilkie. Hello, Vongola. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Someone most... Again, I really do like making Fago videos, but the one thing that it has caused unmanageable damage is my fear of mispronouncing someone's name. I do it constantly, apparently. It's not ever by militia, but God, I'm just really bad at saying people's names. And sometimes, like someone most recently, I posted a comment just because I thought it was funny. They wanted me to stop calling Jean Arc Jean, and that's just not happening. I'm not stopping calling her what I call her. You're gonna have to go way back in time and stop me from ever looking at the word Jean and seeing Jean. It's just not happening. Plus, Jean's way more fun to say than Jean. Maybe that's just me. But it might also be because I watched Arrested Development and I remember Jean Parmesan whenever I think of Jean, so that's the way it's gonna be. Yeah, it'd be me, thank God. For some reason on the stream it just says Vaughn. She is a pair of jeans to me. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling Jean jeans. If you're, I guess it'd be a little bit easier if I knew for 100% fact I was talking about the real Jeanne d'Arc. Then maybe I would care a little bit more about getting her name right. But because the Jean we have is so disconnected from the actual Jeanne d'Arc, I never feel like calling her by her proper name. Irashai? Please give me a dongo. Oh, actually, let me see. What could I use here? Restores affinity. What? Let's eat some. The saber's hungry. Let's talk to you. Greetings to me. Hello, sir. Yeah, I need more rice balls, please. Let me see. Can we do a dine-in? Maybe eat some udon? Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube I just have the shorthand name that Spoot named me 4 years ago that everyone says. Oh, okay. To me, you're always Mongola. Because I remember, Reborn. I want a more accurate version, not gonna lie, of these historical characters sometimes. Maybe, but Fate has never been about historical accuracy, which is why it has female King Arthur and stuff like that. Like, and also why we have a woman, why they keep for some reason saying Quetz is from South America when Mexico is in North America. I mean, that bugs the shit out of me, but at some point I'm like, okay, whatever you say, Nasu. South America starts at Mexico, apparently. Who am I to judge him? He wrote Lost Belt 6. How am I gonna fight back against that? He's always gonna have one over on me. Alright, let's go League of Town now. More men in swimsuits? Sure. Oh, that one they could probably do. We'll go here. Though I'll also be perfectly happy to say that I'm glad I don't have to summon for a new 5-star version of Tez, because that'd be a nightmare if I had to start worrying about. I'd like imagine this year where they had like 4 banners a year. I'd sooner rather die. No, thank you. All right, let's go home. Grandpa book. In the Faint universe, it's because Mexico is just south of the USA. I can't fight them. Every time I try and think of their logic, it's like, no, we fought this out perfectly clear. We've done our work. Thank you for the meal. Saber's a little bit in their feelings because they just learned that actually I can't die or else they lose the game. And they've been acting like kind of a dick this entire time. It comes with the Saber class. What about the rice? Oh, yeah, that's right. How to play as on, so I don't have to worry about pressing X. There we go. Yeah, if you missed the last stream, they did a whole big lore dump on me for like 20 minutes. Mainly to explain what's going on if you've never played Fate before. But this is like basically a Holy Grail war, but there's 15 servants, 7 of them with masters, and I don't know, the other 8 just kind of vibing out. I don't know if we can actually just go jump the other masters. I actually don't know what would my plan be if I was ever in a Holy Grail war, other than, I think, just lose. I think I'd likely just lose is the answer. Memento Ring. Progressing the Lunar Chronicle and Digress will fill Saber's Memento Ring. The Memento Ring represents the bond between Iori and Saber. When it's filled, it will grant effects such as increase your chances to use Link strikes in battles and unlock Saber skills. Rogue? New skills. Oh yeah, Rogue. Yeah, like... Yeah, no, Rogue. Not like Rouge the Bat. You know, they're Rogue servants. They're just kind of hanging out. Doing stuff. Chilling. But yeah, I think if I was ever in a Holy Grail war, I don't know what my plan of attack would be. Other than maybe just I just win it on built different. It never even dawned on me. What if I just won the Holy Grail war? But usually all the people involved in the Holy Grail war are like rich people. They're like using GPS to find out where the fuck I am. And I'm likely being summoned. I don't know what class I'm likely to get. Knowing my luck, it would be something like Assassins, because Assassins usually always lose in the first go-around. Do they? Actually? Yeah, I feel like... I think so. I was about to say, well, in Fate's Day Night, it's a little bit funky just because there's 2 of them and other stuff happens to them. Yeah, rich magic people. I don't know if I could fight the rich magical people. And plus, I don't know what, like, historical figure I'd be able to summon for. Apparently, one of my family members in Mexico is a martyr and is in some kind of history book. So maybe using just my family name, I could summon him. And then we could figure out what's going on here. But I also don't think he'd be very strong. So I don't know if I could... I don't know how well we would do together. I'd at least be able to talk to him for a bit, I guess. Assassins need smart masters. I'm not a smart master, unfortunately. I feel like I'd probably work pretty well with a berserker, because I feel like I'd be like, what are you gonna do, dude? What would you like to do, my guy? And he'd be like, I want to eat a shit ton of mustard. And I'm like, you got it, Berserker. I could handle Spartacus. What are you talking about?
He'll look at something, he's like, this is impression.
What? No, me and Spartacus. Okay, first of all, the first thing.
The boy mid, and he's you're pressing this boy.
Oh, you're gonna say the way I treat our cat Lucifer is going to be indicative for Spartacus to rebel against me and to take me down?
Yes.
No. I'd summon Air Bud. Hell yes. Are you kidding me? Archer Air Bud. Oh wait, do you mean Air Bud is an archer? 100%. You don't ride the dog. Yeah, but the dog, I guess if you're considering the basketball, he's riding the ball to the hoop, maybe. But I feel like the way he commands the ball, he has to be an archer. Or a saber. Because he has a kingly nature to him. He would definitely have the riding skill just because he's a dog. And if you're a child, I think he has like riding E. He has like small amounts of riding. If you are the proper thing. Thank you, sister, for watching over my place. Maybe I just start doing videos with the servant I'd summon. I think that'd be much better use of him. He's just like Emiya. The counterforce needed a hero, and they asked Air Bud, and they said nothing in the rules says that a dog can't join a Holy Grail War. Hold up. Let me pull up Nasu. I have a great new idea for the next singularity.
Air Bud.
I think I could convince him enough that Air Bud would be the good makings of an event of some kind. He just has to see the vision. Sure, take some honeyed rice cakes. Drool on them, she says. You'd like a dog servant? I think a dog servant would be cool. An animal one would likely be the easiest to kind of keep. Unless it was red hair. In which case, red hair I feel like is the most... actually, no, red hair would still be kind of cool with it, I think, a lot of the time if you tried to do something with red hair. I think he'd be down for the most part. It's just that he'd be, he'd just be a giant horseman. I don't know how they even kept the grail war a secret. I'm sure they'd figure out a way. Let me see. There's dudes to fight here and people to talk, so let's go do both. Go up here and fight the fuck out of these samurai guys, wherever they are. They call me Sleeping Beast Tasuke. This guy looks like he'd be a jobber on AEW Collision. He's here to fight Luchasaurus to show how big, or I guess kill switches he's going by now. What the fuck? Why are all of you activating your shit? Can you wait? Can you calm down? Can you chill? Thank you. All I ever ask is for them to chill. I can also just summon Saber, but I feel like, you know what? Let's do it. Now you've run into the issue of, you've made me angry enough that I'm just gonna unleash Saber on you and summon giant waterfalls and kill you that way. I like that Iori is still fighting. Bro's really trying it. Even though he has a servant that can multi-dimensional fucking teleport around. I mean, Sleeping Beast Tasuke was big in the territories back in the day. Back in the 1980s, he used to fight Hogan and the Macho Man, but you know, nowadays, he's just on thug alert. Thank you for the food. Pet this cat. Woodwoes? But yeah, I think I could work with a berserker of some kind. Mainly because I would just say whatever you want to do berserker. Which is not the proper way of probably using a berserker. Now that I think about it. But, I'm not here to win the war. I'm just here to kind of, like, vibe it out. And then if I lose it, then it's fine. Would you like... Whoa, Saber. Yeah, sure. Big and red. It's those bad guys from Gaunt's.
あれは雷門の大提灯。提灯はわかるか？
知らんな。
I have no idea. When the fuck? Okay.
まずはそこからか。
If you get a berserker, just make them say Berserker Barrage. No, the first thing I'm doing is introducing them to Marvel vs. Capcom so that they can truly understand it. Stare.
食べたいのか？
Are you hungry?
いつ私がそのようなことを？
You can tell by the way you just are.
だが、心よく地層せんとする。その心がけやよし。さて、こたびは何が出てくるか。
Imagine being Saber, but also being an idiot. It's not that hard off. We have plenty of Sabers who are not maybe the smartest in the world.
食べ終えたらすぐに行く
I
か
feel
な。
like actually there's probably more dumb Sabers than there are smart Sabers. If we did look down the list and see how many of these Sabers would I consider intelligent of some kind. Give me some of the sushi, please. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Go forward here. Oh, I need to fight something so I can lose some health. Oh, they're all the way the fuck over there? Okay. May as well go check out what the fuck the food stand has anyway. The gluttony of the Saber class sickens me. Listen, it's what they do. There was one Saber in particular who was the hungry caterpillar, and then it evolved into every Saber.
時にかような屋台にカヤとは行くのか？
ああ、
Sometimes
稼ぎがあ
I
っ
have
た
some
時に
extra money.
たまにな。気を使っているのか、堅くなに一番安いものしか頼もうとしないが。
While you were hitting the books, I was studying the blade.
いつか必ず好きなものを食させてやれよ。
Look at this smart guy, and then they stab you in the stomach. Where's all your book learning helping you now? Hello, food stall owner. Can I get one of these? No, I think all I need to do is talk. Maybe I have to actually legitimately buy something from him. Let me just check here. Give me one rice ball, please. There we go. Boom. While you were practicing 3 brain cells, I was sharpening my 1. They just don't know. They can't handle all this. Main Street. Continue going forward. We will eventually investigate the things they want me to investigate, but for now, I need to jump on these guys. Don't worry about my sister, weirdo. She's fine. She's alone in my fortress where people are going to be looking for me. I see no reason why my sister can't look after my fortress, which people will assume is my main hideout, and then attack, and then she might be in danger. It's okay. She's a big girl. She's like, what, 7? That's an adult for old ancient times. In the 1600s, if you were 7, you were basically 40. Let me see. I could buy some old paper. I agree that I think that this old paper could be used for something, so I'm going to buy a single old paper and see if it ever becomes useful later on. This entire stretch is just me at a farmer's market snacking. I mean, it is. It's me looking at the map going, okay, where the fuck do I go next? But to be fair, it's also because I'm also looking here in this direction in case there's anyone says anything. Here we go. Fortunately, there was no dog or pet for me to pet. There we go. Dried lizard. It's what everyone wants. Yeah, maybe you're just tired. Did you ever think about that? Alright, later. Later, lady. I'm glad I went out of my way to talk to you. Alright, now let's go fight something. Go fight, there we go. This actually reminded me a lot of Yakuza in that I feel like a lot of Yakuza, until the most recent games, it was a lot of me looking at the map and going, am I going the right way? Okay, yes, I am. And then continuing on. I am definitely a man who constantly looks at the map to see if I'm going the right place. Excuse me as I pray to my gods real quick. Thank you very much. Alright, Skeleton Warriors. I'm gonna hit you with a rapid. Raging Rapids. Okay, never mind. Apparently, I thought that they would survive the Raging Rapids. They did not. They just died. Yeah, but this is basically. I was talking a lot about how this reminds me of Ishin last stream. I'm like, yo, this is really just Ishin. And yeah. The only difference is that I'm not summoning forth Kenny Omega. If this game had Kenny Omega, Berserker Kenny Omega, this would be a top tier game. Okay, hear me out. In a wrestling-themed Holy Grail War, who would you want? 7 wrestlers across everything imaginable. The only prerequisite is that they have to be dead. So anyone born before the 90s is gone. Ric Flair counts. You can summon old Ric Flair because new Ric Flair is basically dead. He died about 10 years ago.
What are the rules on Chris Benoit?
No, Chris Benoit... okay, we're in a corrupted Holy Grail War.
Okay.
So therefore, Chris Benoit is summonable. Usually, in a normal one, Chris Benoit would not be able to be summoned because... No, he's not heroic in any kind of way, shape, or fashion, but in this way, you can kind of summon him kind of like, you can summon Gilles de Reyes.
Yeah.
See, I think that's the way that we can say, holy shit, there was like 7 fucking dudes ready to come out. I definitely think if you were to pick a Berserker, they would likely be Chris. It would be that, or I would actually probably choose Bruiser Brody personally, because I like Bruiser Brody. And I would go for him. He definitely feels like a good Berserker. But there's plenty of good Berserkers you can pick from. This guy just fucking, like, is attacking me for no reason. Just keep smashing it. Caster Ball Bear. He would basically be summoned. New Japan as servants, Andre the Giant or Eddie Guerrero. Those are also 2 pretty good ones. Andre, you could definitely fuck up a Holy Grail War by himself. Easily, unless you have the right requisites. He'd be like Hercules, where you have to beat him on a bullshit technicality. Bruno Sammartino at his peak. He's also currently not dead, but I would definitely think of, God damn it, what is his name? The guy who beat Bruno Sammartino. He is... Crossface Chicken Wing is the name of his special. Bob Backlund. I would want to get the new age version of Bob Backlund, who went fucking insane and started saying things like, I've never eaten marijuana. That's the kind of guy that I need on my team. And he started, like, applying the cross-face chicken wing to dudes and just, like, absolutely destroying them. The game wants me to use some kind of restoration item, but I think I'll be okay. I'll talk to my sister. Hello. Can you heal me? No. She said, just have a wonderful day. I'm like, okay. I guess I can. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Follow the giant blue. I want a ruler, Andre, and he just makes Hulk Hogan a sub-servant who cleans his shit up. Damn. That'd be pretty good. Authoritative one. Yeah, I really do feel like you could probably win just with Andre himself. Just because he is just a mountain of a man. A digression has become available in Yoshiwara. Digressions, talking to rogue servants and other specified characters of certain towns may begin digressions, which are side stories concerning rogue servants or other parties. If you see a digression icon, check it out. Something there. I'm pretty sure if I go here, they're gonna get mad at me. But let me see. Yeah, okay, see, we shouldn't. No, don't go to Yoshiwara. Excited for the same event? Yeah, that'd be nice. Caster Chic! Oh, that would go insane. Caster Chic would go fucking crazy. Get a coked out Randy Savage into the Grail War. See, Randy Savage could definitely go in many directions depending on which era. Have you ever seen, like, before he became known as Macho Man and he was the Wild Man back when he was in his dad's promotion? He was doing some crazy shit even back then. He was just like, no Miss Elizabeth, just like a crazy man going, rah, rah. We're not here for fun, Saber. Check out my wares, says Ware Salesman. Sorry, I'm in a rush. But I am going to take time off to tell you no. Oh, his name is Spirited Peddler. Which sounds wrong. Bring your companion, you got it. Damn it, Saber. You vanished and ran off on your own. Randy Savage is a writer with his Skyrim Macho Dragon? Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the fun thing about Fate's system, is the idea of all the dumb bullshit humans do and talk about people, it gets applied. So, that brief moment in time where the Macho Man was the Macho Dragon, he would definitely be there. I don't need any of this stuff, thank you, sir. I talked to you for no reason. Wasted your time. Alright, let's see what the fuck Saber is. You, have you seen some kind of woman, some kind of person here? Goes by the name Saber? I'm pretty sure they're over here somewhere. No? Maybe if I pet the dog will be like, no. You're my first customer today. Maybe check this out? That poor little man was probably looking for sympathy. He's like, he's gonna buy something after I tell him that I've never seen anyone. And then I just leave his ass behind. I'm like, thank you for answering my question. Oh, okay. I somehow got fucking duped into going in a circle. It's fine. Okay, I see how the fuck you exit out of here. Alright, fine, fair enough. Which Doink would be an assassin? I think you can make the case of there being a way to make Doink every single assassin, right? And then he'd be like the 100-face Hassan, except for it would be all people who have ever been Doink at any point in time. So it would be like you would get access to like the two original Doinks, the little mini versions of Doinks that were eventually released, Dink, Dink, and Donk, or something like that. Dinky, Stinky, and Winky, I think were their names. You can get access to them. You can get access to Man on a Mission when they had to be Doink for some reason. The bushwhackers who were briefly doinks, you can get them as doinks. Full doinking it. You can get the arcade wrestling doink who's able to turn his hand into a chainsaw. All form of doinks. I wonder if they ever would do it. And then I'm reading back about saying being excited for the Samurai event, which I am too. But it's so funny that what people want most in JP is more Samurai events, just because there's so many servants from this game that they still need to add into the game. Yo, you have Link's mask. What's Doink? Doink the Clown. Oh, excuse me. Do you not know the famed man Doink the Clown? He's making kids cry, bruh. He had a feud with Crush, bruh. He said, "What are you doing, bruh? You're making kids cry, bruh." Doink the Clown. You telling me you weren't watching 80s wrestling?
Would New Jack be the Angramanyu equivalent?
New Jack the Angramanyu of the Fate Grail system? Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think who would like someone who's like a.
Think about the greater evil. New Jack kind of fits all of that.
I feel like the greater evil that tainted wrestling forever would have to go to Vince McMahon. I don't know, he's dead to me. I also, have you seen that interview? I'm pretty sure that man died, and they're just like Weekend at Bernie'sing him around, and they're. That's true. Ric Flair is also the same, except for Ric Flair is clearly drinking and still shitting himself and trying to get people over. Trying to get you over, pal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in not most recently, maybe a year back or so, Ric Flair was drinking at a bar, and I think they told him, "You need to pay your tab." And he said, like, "Do you know who I am?" Like, clearly slurred. He's like, "Listen, pal, I'm trying to get you over here, pal." And that was his whole reasoning for not paying his drinks, is that he wants to put the place over, and then they kicked him out. They're like, "You're acting like a dick." He's like, "I'm acting like a dick? Whoa, asshole!" Such classic tales of current, constantly drinking, wants to die already, Ric Flair. Yeah, man, you can't trust someone who just opens up a Ronin military school. It's a little bit suspicious back in those days. No, even back then, making a Ronin like school for people who have former been samurais, you can only be up to like overthrowing someone. Like, everyone's aware of the 37 Ronin story. Or is it 37? 36 Ronin? I'm thinking of the movie with Keanu Reeves, which I believe is 47 Ronin or something like that. 47. Everyone's heard the story of the 46 Ronin who basically killed a noble and then all killed themselves afterwards. So everyone is like aware that Ronins could potentially gather up and overthrow someone. So you would probably be in your best interest to at least like keep an eye on them. I'm trying to think of what would be the equivalent of that in the modern day, but I don't think there's anything really quite like that. Yeah. Probably back in the old days there was a little bit more. Like when there was a farmers' revolution after George Washington took place as president. And then George Washington, I think, beat the shit out of those farmers because he had to show a thing of force to say, like, hey, the only way this works is that we have to be hard on these farmers who are trying to rebel against America.
It's kind of funny that I'm looking at the casualties of the 47 Ronin, and like the sentence was 46 of you, seppuku, but one of you, you're pardoned.
Yes, it was to tell the story of the others.
Yeah.
I believe in the movie, which of course if you've not seen 47 Ronin featuring Keanu Reeves and some guy who was really tattooed up, which they put on a poster but was in the movie for a total of 30 seconds and said the words, "Hey, over here." It is a tour de force. At the end of the movie when they all have to kill themselves,
より
they say this one gets to live because he's a son, so we want your lineage to continue so he won't die. But the rest of you, all of you fucking die. Including you, Keanu Reeves.
何でも鳥や獣が大層見事な曲芸をすることもあるらしい。
Gomendasai. Even though Keanu Reeves is, I believe, half Japanese. So I'm not here to make fun of a man who's actually that. But they added that to the storyline as well because they said like he's a half-breed. Is the words that they use specifically. We would just say half Japanese in today's society.
Okay, that's the next Musume Cup.
Oh, did they?
Yep, the Gemini Cup's coming soon.
Gemini Cup coming soon. Okay.
It's a long race year.
Oh man, I'm barely like ready for the current race, and they're already announcing the next race. Itarashai. Hello, ma'am. Can I get some delicious inari sushi? That only restored 150%. Okay, let me get an egg soba. Thank you. And I think I'm good for the rest of these. Okay. Keanu is part Chinese? Am I just getting it completely wrong? I'm not 100% sure. I just always knew that he was half something. Which you can hear a little bit in his inflection from time to time. Where do you want to go, Saber? It's Beyblades!
曲芸小屋だ。駒回しなどが見られるそうだ。
You can see here Moses splitting the Red Sea. Japanese Moses. This is where Iori says no, because Iori's not
当
here for
然
the
だが
fun.
銭がかかる。またの機会にな。
Saber always wants to do something, and then Iori's like, no, we can't do that. The games they didn't program that into the game. So therefore we can't do it. What would you like this time? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Apparently they got cats on stilts. Please, for the love of God, just let him go
俺た
inside.
ちにはやることがある。
No! He's Chinese, Hawaiian, Portuguese, and English? That is an interesting mix of a man. I would have never have guessed he was a form of Portuguese. I wonder if I had told my mom that Keanu Reeves is Portuguese, would she be able to tell? Because my mom is usually pretty good at being able to tell if the races of various Hispanics. I think when she told me when it came out, because John Leguizamo for the entire time didn't know he was Hispanic. He thought he was Italian. And when I told my mom this, she said, "Is he an idiot? I could have told you he was Hispanic." And then I said, like, well, what is he? And he was like, she said the exact thing that he was, and I was like, holy shit, you're right, he is. He's like, fucking Italian. He's no Italian. I can tell when there's an Italian that he's not an Italian. And he had to go his entire life thinking he was Italian.
So Keanu Reeves is technically a part of the bloodline.
さっきだって
He is Hawaiian. He could be a part of the
話を
bloodline.
聞けそうにない。
Call up Roman Reigns. Have him join in.
それは最終
Damn, her mom is savage. Love that. I love my mom too.
まずは
She's
店
not
の
afraid
裏から
to
聞き
tell
耳を
people
立てる。
things. As long as she knows that no one else is hearing her, I guess. It's not that way. Like when, I think we were talking about translating some Spanish stuff in for work. And I said, like, we could always just hire my mom. And then my mom said, like, you couldn't afford me. She required a pretty high cost. She's like, I'm not doing this for, like, chump change if you're gonna get my work from me. Those are my demands. Sneaking like a ninja is pretty fun, too. I agree. Ninjas are pretty fun.
小説先生なんだって幕府なんぞにお使いなすったんだ 俺たち門
I
下生
know a lot
は
of moms like that
先
when they live
生
in
が世の
SoCal.
不条理を
Yeah,
正
fair
すと
enough.
信じてここまでついてきたってのによ
There's likely a lot like him, but my mom is
Masaka.
one of a
役
kind.
人どもに袖の下でも使われて
What? This guy's taking bribes in ancient times? They could kill you for
お
that.
い貴様
They kill people for
小説
less.
先生のよう思うお心軽んじるつもりかあの方が金ごときで幕府になびくはずがない
Listen to irritable
我
Ronin.
々には
He
家の
speaks
事情
truths.
があるのだろ
Money isn't everything, man.
まさか役人にはめられて士官を余儀なくされたんじゃ
それだ間違いないくす幕府め
Exactly. Damn the shogunate. We have to do something about the shogunate.
小説は幕府に仕えていたのかだが何のためにどんな地位にあるんだ
幕府幕府
セイバ
ああ、なんでもない。しかし私塾の場所も分からずじまいだ。やはりここは
ーやめておけ次だ北のニウリ茶屋へ向かう
Efficient is how the Japan was back then. You just got into street fights every 5 steps. That's what I assume living in Japan is based off of the Yakuza games, where if like you look the wrong way, then about 5,000 different dudes will accost you and say like, "Hey man, I don't like the way you look. I'm gonna have to throw you down, Oji-san." Which is they're calling you old ass man. And I'm like, Kiryu's like 30. And they're like, nah, get out of here, you old fuck. And I'm like, wait. Especially because Yakuza 0, Kiryu's like 18. So after, I think, the events of the first Yakuza, they immediately start calling him old man. And I'm like, he's not that old. Now he is. Especially with the silver hair and everything. And now he's looking more like the protagonist from Persona 4. But it always like was like, I don't know why you... There's like these roaming bands of 18-year-olds ready to fuck you up at any given time in Yakuza. And I assume in Japan in general. I guess that's true anywhere you go. Dog lover. Thank you very much. That's what they call me. I do love me some dogs. Let's go follow these suspicious-looking samurai men. And by picking up these suspicious-looking spider lilies. Let's go through this suspicious crawling hole. In no way we're about to get jumped. He's an anime 30 like Raven and Vesper? I guess that's true. Oh no, we've fallen for a very clear trap. What are we gonna do here? We're so completely screwed. Wrong! Eat fire! They didn't know that I was also a magic man. Eat fire! Someone told me that investing in magic in this game is bad, but sometimes it's just funny to watch him get hit by magic. Now, eat. Okay, we'll go full-on wave. Everyone dies. I should not have used that if I knew that there was gonna be skeleton dudes. Now, what the fuck are these? No, I know that guy's a Ronin. I'm talking about these guys. Mushroom Men? Kirby Air Riders Mushroom Men? The unnatural creation. Also sounds like a... I forgot that I just had this. I forgot that I just had to just wipe everything off button. They look like some kind of Dark Souls like that you would find in a random corridor, and then it would just like accidentally kill you from time to time. Because it does like this weird slashing motion and nothing else. Alright, one down. Good job, Saber. Just keep on hitting them. And down you go. Imagine luring a man into a trap and then he just pipe bomb throws it at your
で
chest.
も義の影響
Unnatural creation is just Scott Steiner? Oh no.
貴様らのおかげで命拾いした。
There's just a bunch of different Scott Steiners. You saved our lives. We're grateful. We're gonna forget that we tried
わ
the
ざわ
jump
ざ
through.
それを言いに戻ってきたのか。
いかな相手であろうと、礼には礼で答えよ。
Shosetsu.
それが我が師、小説先生の心情だからな。
ならば貴殿。
おっと、こうしてはいられん。
I have to get moving now. Goodbye.
待て、まだ話を。言ってしまったが。
あの急ぎはもしや奴は私塾に向かったのではない
Yeah,
か
we should just go to this academy if that's where all of
ユイ
them
の
are.
本拠を暴くまたとない好機だ徳を追うぞより
よし、俺たちも向かおう。
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. And continue to go look for them. Which way is it this way? Okay, upwards this time. Upwards, I said, and then it immediately started going the wrong way. Dog. There's a dog to pet. Hold up.
撫でたいな
Hello, dog, waiting for pets.
よしよし。
Little did you know, we would be here to pet you. And you shall get pets. Because it also heals me just a little bit every time we do it. Hold iron. Okay. Forward, forward, forward. Oh, time to pray. Oh, what? I can't pray in front of this? What the fuck? This is just baloney. Alright, this dilapidated ass house. Maybe it's the dojo.
道場まるで人気がないが浪人はどこへ行ったのだ徹底的に探すぞより奴め一体どこへユイへつながる唯一の手がかり逃さんぞ
待て。
Hold there.
貴殿ら、この辺りに配された御家人か。一体俺たちに何の
God does not look at this
こ
area.
やつらだ
It's true. God has forsaken us.
何
God has forsaken Japan.
これまで我らを睨み続けていた視線
I forgot when I had to look up because I had to. So if you don't know, there was in ancient Japan. They started at some point when I think it was Christian missionaries came to Japan. They started crucifying them, but in general, there's been a lot of crucifixion in Japan. So it made me wonder, when the hell did they learn about the crucifixion, and where did they learn it from? And I was like, it's because the dudes came over, and that's how they learned about it. And they were like, you know what, this is a great way to also kill them. And that's what they did. I was like, oh, okay. That makes us learning a lot about history and its many, like, whoa. That's right, he's real tough. We have to do it again, they say as I quickly, very easily beat the shit out of this guy. But yeah, one of the weirdest thing about history for me is still trying to realize that during multiple times, multiple things were happening at the same time. Because I'm like, so you're telling me when this was happening, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's the way it goes.
あの浪人ももう近くにはいないな
Like the idea that Alexander the Great was alive at the same time that Egypt was around, even though he was a pharaoh. Like, I forget that he's a pharaoh, but he is a pharaoh. And his line eventually leads to Cleopatra, where it's the end of it. But in my mind, the pharaohs are like ancient, old stuff, and they don't interact with anyone else. But that's not the case. They were interacting with all
浪
the
人の
people.
動静には詳しい。
Just like the
私
Romans
塾のよ
before
う
us.
な 人のたまる場にも目を光らせている
Yeah,
という話
it's very hard to put it
では
into my head and
ユイの
try
子
and
職も
figure
か
out how history goes.
定かではないが
Especially because I feel history books were not
Asaksa
great
ni
at
modozo.
like explaining when things were happening at the same time. It's like, okay, well, we go here. But I guess at some point it's like, how much history can you go when you're like, here's how history was. What was Japan doing during this specific time? You know, just kind of chilling for the most part. They were isolated. And then we'd go back to other places, and it's like there was huge strides being made. And it's like, what's going on in Portugal at the moment? You know, some stuff. As my cat meows loudly in the back for me not respecting Portugal and its history.
そういや
Are you okay? Camilla?
It's the boy.
Is it Lizard? He's angrily talking to his sister.
けどね
Mermaids. I was gonna pick that up and then I had to fight these guys. It's fine. I'll just beat the shit out of them.
死の方
Oh, are you kidding me? You know what? Hit him with the rolling rapids. I just don't want to deal with you right now. So I'll just hit you. I want to deal with this dog. Give him pets. Just like finding out people from the 1700s have grandchildren still alive to this year. Do they? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Doggo, that's right. No dog time. Like President Tyler's 10th grandson barely died? Yeah, that is crazy. Like, I had no idea that any descendants of them are alive. Apparently, the descendants of Hamilton and the guy who shot him, they have a party and they like hang out on the celebration of when they got killed, which is like an insane way of learning. Like, imagine if you died and then your death between the two of them was so was it Aaron Burr? I think it was Burr. Imagine getting shot and then your shooting has such huge ramifications that your families have to go crazy that our entire lives are now forever intertwined with each other. Do you just kind of want to chill out and have a barbecue together? And it's like, yeah, let's do it. And then they just start hanging out together. That's insane to me. I love home-cooked food when I don't cook. Home-cooked food is really good. Though sometimes I get the craving for a hot dog. I'd like a hot dog. It might just be because we were looking at Horror Night stuff pretty recently. And in it, let me see if there's anything. Ah, there's a giant-ass food stand, but I can come back and get that later. And they were showing the giant hot dog from there, and... Oh, I can talk to
よりうまそうなものが置いてあるぞなんともったいない私が
待てそれは地蔵
Oh,
への
the
供え物だ
10th president. Okay, I thought bro had 10 grandsons.
ないものかではこの石は神なのだな
Just make these stone
危
again.
ない危ない
Yeah, but I was looking at Horror Night stuff, and they were showing the hot dog that was in it. It's made me kind of want a hot dog. A public execution, but more dramatic. Hello, Tamama. Just kind of
で
chilling.
は同心のもとへ行くぞより
Let's go to the constable. Dun, 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 dun. May as well stop and get some food. Hello, lady. Give me some plain soba. Thank you. 75 yen for some soba sounds like a pretty good ass deal. Let me see, is there... Before I go fight those random things, let me examine. Old Shrine, priceless, defeat swordsman. Could go do that, but let me just go talk to them about you. Excuse me? President Tyler did have 15 children? Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess back then you had to have a bunch of them, right? Just because you didn't know how many of them were going to survive. You know, just in case.
さすがに耳が早い。その塾、江戸のどこにある？悪いな、そこまでは知らんな。ちょい待てよ。確か水道橋の武家屋敷に門下生が一人いる。
I feel like this is not information that should just be given out to the police, but sure, I guess it was ancient times back then.
それはいいことを聞いた。恩に切る。助之進。
Thank you.
初めから同心に聞けばよかったな。ま、いろいろ見られたから、よしとしておくか。
Saber's like, you know what, this would have been really easy if we just asked him from the start.
日も暮れる。
I agree.
いおりさん、ちょいと待ちな。用心棒の依頼は来ちゃいないと言ったが、いくつか紹介できそうな仕事はあってね。
My guy. Whoa, you can accept commissions from people who are acquainted with Yori, such as Sukunshin. Reporting completed commissions will earn you rewards such as money and mountings. And these are just like beat the shit out of a bunch of people? No problem. No problem. How did you get outside?
よく働いたな。よく働いたら腹が減ったな。
Good job, good job. Before we end the day, we have to continue to fight these random swordsmen. There we go. We're almost there. As we continue to beat on these dudes with my gigantic, flashy samurai powers. Thank you. Your boss is dead, so you should just follow suit now. Perfect. I have new skills and new mountings. Let's look at some mountings. Limitless Sky. Nothing better than what I currently have. Ooh, 26. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Nothing else, though. Nothing too fancy. Some skills. God damn, I acquired a lot of skills. No, I didn't, apparently, because I still can't afford this. Alright, let's go here. Yes, this will be good. Alright. I was like, damn, I have so much skill points. You know what it is? It's because I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. And because of Baldur's Gate 3, any like little up gives you more things. I'm not used to this new system of many little tiny instances of leveling up. I'm like, oh my god, so much levels. I was like, yeah, but you can't really do much with them actually. You know, shame. Alright, let's go fight these other things and then head off to bed. Alright, thank god I'm going the right way. Alright, dudes. It's time for everyone to kind of leave. Oh, this is perfect. Are you what? You fucking serious right now? There we go. Like, how dare you hit me when I have my feet in the Fire. Fire. I hit the wrong guy. It's okay. Still take damage. I need to beat the game and also play Hollow Knight since my Years of Torment for Spood has ended. That's true, my Years of Torment. I haven't beaten Hollow Knight because I never actually thought they would release the other game. I'm sorry, little cat buddy. Let's pet the cat real quick. I was surprised when they announced it. I was like, wait, really? Are you sure? You don't want to hold it back? Maybe just a little bit? Give me more time? I was like, okay. I guess it has been a long time. But we'll see. A lot of things can happen in 2 weeks. I think for the fun of it, they should delay it one more time. Just by like a single day. You know, for old time's sake. Say, here's the release date, and then 24 hours before the release date, they say, we need just a little bit more time. And, delay it another day. That's what I would do, because I think it'd be funny. I don't think they're gonna do it, though. We got a week and a half till it drops, yeah. I want them to do that just to mess with Spoon. That'd be a pretty good idea. It is crazy to think about how long that game has been in development. It's been a very long time since that first game.
Nah, Yori.
Hey, Ori, are you checking out Grandpa Book?
宣告から何をそんなに考え込んで。
セイバー、貴殿。
That's why I named my server the Soulborn Tag Bulletborn Silk Song, just to mess with Spoon. It's perfect.
連中が突如今日を発したわけ。
The dudes have been waiting for that game have been waiting a real long fucking time, I'll tell you
何ら
that
かの
much.
種によって思考を侵されていたのだろう。
It was nice to, I guess, see that report come out that said, like, why did it take so long? And they're like, because we were having fun making the game.
さてな。
And they're like, okay.
おう。
Like, all these people went fucking crazy.
本拠を探
And
る私たちの
I
動
guess
きに
people would have
感づ
said,
いた
like, was there a huge
というのはありえるぞ。
turmoil or something? Was there something going on in the background? Did everyone get kidnapped, like, year 3, and then they had to figure out that? It's like 7 years. Like, yeah, on year 3, did everyone get kidnapped? On year 4, did they lose everything? Like, what was the huge, big problem? And there just wasn't. It's like, what was the problem? There was no problem. We were just making the game. And now it's coming out. So, there you go. You don't get that very often. I mean, who knows? There might still be something. But I don't know if they're really a crunch culture type place if it's going to take them that long to release a game. They would have released that shit a long time ago if that's the case. Yeah, that's right. Someone's attacking us. Let's go check them out. Monsters. Hey. Grandpa Book.
しかし会議ごときにけどられようとは。いやー、まっこと嘆かわしいの。それもこれもより、お前の修復が甘いからであって。
説教なら後にしてくれ、じいさん。セイバー、やれるか。
They wanted to make sure there was no crunch. Yeah, that makes sense.
誰に向かって言っている？
I was like, that's usually whenever there's a bad time, it's usually because they're like, oh yeah, we had to crunch it. And it's like, yeah, that would make sense why. But I feel like if you're taking 7 years to release something, then there was no crunch. You guys just worked at the pace that you needed to work at. Yo, zombie man. Eat magic, zombie. I really don't think that I guess magic wouldn't really work on otherwise. What I'm mostly bringing to the team is... Change out. Enough. I don't need you for fighting these little guys. It's okay. I'll wait for an actual big enemy. I'm gonna worry about it then. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine too much crunch on it. The thing that I would actually be wondering what the hell's going on with it would be Fate Extra. Because that game has taken a really long time. What? Oh my god, it's Soul Eater. The manga is here. If I remembered how the OP would go, I would start singing the OP. But the only song I remember from Soul Eater is Excalibur. From the United States, I'm going to California. Excalibur. Is yeah, the Excalibur? It's pretty good. I love Excalibur. He's like my favorite character from Soul Eater. Let's go with Breaking Flames. Probably just because he's so annoying. That's why I like him so much. Get out of here, Soul Eater. Come back here with a more manga-accurate manga. Well, I mean anime. You're looking like I'm pulling up a little late and got caught up attempting a Water Olga raid on JP and watching Perfect Blue. God damn. No, it's all good. Perfect Blue is better than anything I've ever produced. Or made, for that matter. Everyone should go watch Perfect Blue.
おや、君は気づかなかったか？連中は終始君を狙っていたんだ。妖物魔物は実に正直だ。君の弱さは見抜かれやすい。この先もなんやかんや
Thanks for calling me shit, Saber. I think Perfect Blue just got added to HBO Max most recently, if I'm remembering correctly. You have the gun tank video? Okay, you know what? I will give you that. Gun tank is the closest I've ever gotten to anything Satoshi Kon has ever made. It's beautiful by design. I have a gunpla of gun tank. Maybe I should just make it for a video. Just slowly building gun tank as I go, listing off all the feats of gun tank. You can see the whole sun manager. And of course I wouldn't be able to actually finish building it because then I still plan to like paint them because I want to get into painting gunpla. Which is why it's taking me forever to start on the gun tank because I was supposed to make this Zaku be my test case so I could get used to coloring and shit. And then it turned out the Zaku was not actually that easy to make. Or maybe it's more I got really fucking confused on the legs, and that one confusion caused me like to not try again for months. That's right, we have to make use of these legends.
この辺りも霊地だと。
いかにも浅草は大きな霊地の一つ。
Yeah. The thing is if you're not careful, you'll just end up buying non-stop gunpla and then not making them. You have to be careful with yourself. Like that's why I haven't bought anything from the new series yet, even though I've looked at stuff. Like I have to. Well, first of all, I have to actually finish the anime because I stopped for a bit. But I was like, I think 8 episodes deep or so. It was like right before some crazy shit was about to pop off. I think there's only 12 episodes in the season, but I have to just go check them out. But yeah, I have to limit the drawing or something. You have 5 more ordered? All from GQX, GX, UX, Goo. That's rough. I try and limit it to I only buy gunpla of series that I've watched, because otherwise I'm just gonna end up buying a bunch of shit that looks cool and not stopping myself in any kind of way. I'm like, okay, don't do that. That's right, dinner will not be ready until this workshop is complete, Saber. We have to protect ourselves. I can't be getting jumped by Soul Eater. What's next? Fire Brigade? I can't be caught lacking like that, Saber.
働かざる者食うべからずというやつか。
I'm like, I have to limit the drawing or something.
働かざる者 なんだそれは。
Oh yeah,
Tall
the
thing,
12
I don't know how
episodes,
they
yeah.
are.
It was crazy, especially as someone who has watched the original series, which that was great because apparently there was a lot of people who's never seen original Gundam or only watched the movie summarization of Gundam, and they all got to learn. And that entire series seems to be built on the idea that you know what happened in the first series of Gundam. If you don't, then you're gonna be a little bit confused. Because they will not explain it fully. That's right, Layla and Link. Soul Link? Oh no, Soul's in Sync. Eat your heart out. Master of Arms and Valued Customer 1. I need more stuff. I don't have enough stuff. Grandpa, never say those words to me again. I know you're a book, but still, it does sound a little bit sus. Connect the ley line. Yeah, episode 2. Oh my god, episode 2 is so fucking good.
Jeez.
I love that episode so much. The one that Yasha came out, I knew that they were like fully committed to it. Sha! Like that specific noise, like all the noises of original Gundam are like built into my head, including the music. Like Char's old theme. Are we sure that the book isn't the Necronomicon? I feel like the Necronomicon has eyes that are different. If you look at the Necronomicon, its eyes are in the front and not one eye, big eye on the top, one big eye in the middle. That's my reason why I think my grandfather is not the Necronomicon. So that, you know, be nice to Grandpa Book. He's not that evil. He is bound though. See, no one has ever really thought of what if the Necronomicon isn't evil? What if all the people who opened it just had bad vibes? No one ever thinks about that. Maybe the people who opened the Necronomicon were the issue and not the Necronomicon itself. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it more. I definitely need to get back to it. I also need to finish Zeta. I'm like 10 episodes away from finishing Zeta, and then I can continue watching more Gundam. It's just that I've been preoccupied with a lot of stuff. Like most things, I have to try and do as many things as I can. Just not enough times in the day. The Book of Vibes. I don't know. He seems like more one of those books from... You ever watch The Page Master back in the day? He kind of reminds me of the Page Master. No, that's a hell of a thing to watch. The baby just had bad vibes, you know? Yeah, exactly. Show me a single family that has messed with the Necronomicon that did not have bad vibes. Ash from The Evil Dead, that man had built-in bad vibes. As much as I love him, he was 100% bad vibe in it the entire time. Sword maintenance, please. Sword maintenance costs for each polishing powder. Press X if the shrinking circle overlaps with the blue area. The more times you get the timing right, the better the results of your maintenance will be. Battles where you see boost the XP. High grade materials can be selected with it. You still grind for okay. You know, let's go with some clean paper. Begin maintenance. Yeah. Sure. I don't remember the button to press. Okay, it's X. Yeah. 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 Amazing. That's right. Never underestimate me, Saber. Exactly, rice and miso soup. The food of kings. That movie is older than me by 3 years. 4?
わかったわかった
Oh, come on. I refuse to believe the Page Master. What the hell did I just watch? The Page Master! Come on. No one else remembers? I guess most people would be more familiar with the...
さあ有限
It
に
was
する
the
ぞ
idea behind it was, what if these books were real? And
やるな
I think it was a beautiful concept. Unfortunately, the movie's not that good. I do think it looks colorful, though. You know, with most people nowadays being more accustomed to...
さていおり今日はどうするつもりだ
I think I'm just too young. I
まず
guess.
は
Fair enough.
水道橋の武家屋敷に向かう
My brother was not born
Suke
when
no Shin
that,
ga
when that
itte ita
movie
daro.
originally came out.
優位小説
I
の
never
私
watched
塾
it
の
in
門弟
theaters.
が
I
一
think I
人
watched it
奉
on
公していると
ふむ
I think I watched it on... I saw a trailer for it on a VHS, and then eventually watched it somehow on a TV network that was playing it. I think that's the way it went. We may have also rented the Page Master. I don't remember. The only thing I truly remember renting were video
あれ
games.
がもし
Like when we
ユイの仕業
rented
なのだ
Power
とすれば
Rangers. That was a fun-ass
ユ
time.
イが幕
We
府を通
rented
じて
Mortal
連中を
Kombat,
動か
both
し
1, 2, and
私
3.
たちを襲
Fantastic
わせ
time.
たとは考えられ
Rented
ない
Paper
か
Mario from the Blockbuster. Fantastic time.
Naruhodo.
I rented Mario Party 1 and
我
2.
が敬
Great
願に同
times.
目したなイオリ
Great games. God, I miss
では
Blockbuster.
ことの葉を尽くして褒めるがい
Not
い
their... They probably
Yes,
wouldn't survive into the modern era for many
Saber.
reasons, mainly because
幕府が
gaming
何かが
today
わ
is
かる
just
のだな
different.
てっきり知らないものと
But damn, I miss it.
イオリ
You've made me angry.
さては私をバカに
Are
し
you
てい
making
る
fun
な
of Saber? Don't do that.
幕府など当然知っているあれだ東大の朝廷の別名なのだろう
いや違う惜しいといえば惜しいが違う
Close, but no cigars.
幕府とは武家の棟梁である将軍が
Sorry, I'm prone
朝
to
廷
make
から
people
託さ
upset
れ
with
た
my
祭り
youngest.
ごと
Yeah.
を執り行うため開いたものだ
Real in what sense?
Nani?
The books were real. They said, what if I forget what the fuck the name of the books were. Frankenstein was definitely one of the books. Frankenstein, Treasure Planet, and not Treasure Planet, Treasure Island,
確かに
and I don't remember the
じい
other
さん
book.
適当にも程があるだろ
It was a
う
different
しか
time.
し小説と幕府か
The 90s were
それ
a
につ
hell
い
of
て
a
は
time.
ありえぬ
If you
話
could
ではない
remember any of them.
奴は幕府に身を置くものだ小説が幕府重心に義の存在を伝え幕府を動かしているとしても妙ではない
I occasionally have to if you ever see any of the videos where I go with my brother or sometimes Zen. I couldn't do Christmas this year with Zen, which was unfortunate, so I did it with my brother instead. But my brother usually watches us with the Halloween ones as well. At least he did for last year's. I got to explain the 90s,
あ
and the 90s is a hell of a
あ
time.
幕府の一部が小説の配下
So did the books talk, or were the contents real all the night at the museum? The books talk. They said what if the
確
books
か
were
にそ
real,
うだが
and then they went into like other stories, and then it was a hell of a thing. Page Master.
何が引っかかるのだ
It was all about the idea of going into a
Yeah.
library.
確たる何かはないのだが
God, we had so much fun
己が
recording
手を
that
汚さ
Christmas
ず
video
人を
from
陥れるやり口
last year.
いささか奴には
It's the only video I think I had to censor something
So
because we said a joke
omoidaki da.
there, and I said I don't think that this would be okay for me to
Sore na
release
kimi
regular.
お
I don't even remember the joke. I think it was something
Yeah.
about
君が何を考え
fuck,
ど
what
う
was the
戦おう
joke?
と決
It
めた
had
か
to
って
do
な
with it had to do with something.
あまり私の足を
It
引っ
had to
張
it
ら
had
な
to
いで
do
ほ
with
しいものだ
beer, I want to say. We were watching an old beer commercial.
それでより
I think if you watch it, you can hear the cut that I made because I did like a record scratch, but I kept the laughing in. But you don't get to hear the horrible
そ
thing I
うだ
said.
な上のあたりはどうだ
上の
I do think that the joke would have likely been okay, but it would have also
江戸
been
にとっ
like
ての鬼門にあたりジャヤ
YouTube
魔を
would have
払う
gotten
べく
angry
寛
at
永寺
me.
が建てられて
They
い
would
る
have been like, "You can't do that,
幼
dude."
稚
That's not okay.
霊的なそれとしては
I said,
相当の格だろう
you know, we're all having a good time here, just celebrating the Christmas spirit. Sounds like a bad trip to a library. It was basically a bad trip to the librry, if you ever watched Page
待て
Master.
話が見えな
I
い
think the kid wanted to run away. I
な
want to
ぜ
say
上
Christopher
野にまで
Lloyd was
足
in
を
it.
運ぶ
出方を見たい
But the cool thing about it was is that it was like Macaulay Culkin and he went to a library and then he kind of gets sucked into an animated world and then he leaves it. I think he fights a dragon or something like that. And I guess the lesson here is
あるいは石
go
膏
to
と
your
映る
library?
はず
You might be whisked away to a fantastic
いさ
world.
さか強引な論法だが筋は通るでは上野へも足を向けてみるか
さてそうと決まれば
Page Master, yeah.
待てセイバ
Saber, wait. Let me tell you more about the
なんだ
Page
まだ
Master.
何かあるのか
ー幕府の一部が小説に力を貸していたとして貴殿は
The answer is
彼ら
yes.
を手にかけるのか
Kill all who work for the
Otorimai da.
government.
御徒町で言ったはずだ市政の者をいたずらに殺めるなと
Oh my god, Yori and his fucking don't kill people. Find a way to not kill people in the Grail War.
どうにもならん
Come
状
on,
況は
man.
あるその時は咎めない
Escapism? Yeah.
だが留意はしてもらいたい頼
It
む
was before Reading Rainbow came out. It was before Reading Rainbow taught a nation that,
嫌だとここで言えば
come and play.
レイジを使うのだろうやれやれだ
セイバ
Saber.
わかったわかった幕府連中に相対しても命は奪わ
I
ん
need you to promise me not to kill the
Dakara.
shogunate.
レイジはもっと前向きに使え
なるべく
I'm
そう
gonna
するよ
need you to be cool about this.
水道橋はたまた上野
Sudaboshi or Ueno
いずれに足を向けるべきか
came out in
気をつけよ
1994.
より水道橋の方角よりただならぬ気配
To be
が
fair, I
や
don't
ってく
remember
る
a whole bunch from 1994. I was still a child then back then as well.
ゆうべの怪異
More
と
monsters
同
like
類
last night,
か
perhaps. Magic Legislation familiar
似
somehow.
た魔力を感じるが
What was I
真っ昼
even
間から
doing in
もののけか
1994? Chilling?
手早
I
く
didn't
打ち
start
払わね
school yet.
ば町に害が及ぶ
待て待て
Iori is the
Ruben
equivalent of the AI
Oxen
leader
was
since Civ being angry
Game
because I'm
Yakuni
in my
said
fifth
Zok
defensive
state
war.
おお
Yeah, he is a little bit
があっ
like
た
that.
な
He's like, he's really about keeping the peace.
はは君はあれだなまじないを本文にするのはやめた方がいいな
かもしれん
Alright. Let's go control that ley line. Connect the ley line. Oh, duh. Connect the ley line. And now this is the part of the game where they're like, hey, if you, we really need to give you more tutorials because it turns out we really made a video game.
さてあとは周辺の
敵の気配があるぞ
That's right, we made some
も
kind of
し
chess grid that
幕
you
府
can
のも
also
のな
fight
ら
in.
挑発にもってこいだ
相手がただ人であれ油断はするでないぞで
Alright, current destination, forward. Now it turns into like a fucked up game of Mario
霊
Party.
脈に接続するのじゃ
I was able to make someone oof out loud by saying I was born the year Mulan came out. Damn. While you were being born, I was watching Mulan. Think about that.
いい調子だ
I'll learn the super crazy spell. Yeah, equip spells. Oh, I can also just go here and get more stuff. Cool. Gradually restore HP. Shoot dudes with a giant firebird. Let me see. Do I have mounting new ones? Ooh, 35. New ones here. Nothing too crazy. Connect the ley line. Galactic Conquest in Battlefront 2005. Yeah, it kind of is. Minus the whole fighting between the rebel forces and the other forces. To the next one. Telluric energy contained within spirit fonts acquire telluric energy across Iori's mat. As mat increases, the amount of damage dealt to enemies, servants, and shells of power will also increase. There's a time limit for spirit font conflicts. Check the bottom part of the screen. Time limits. If you haven't managed to achieve the goal when the current time exceeds the time limit, you lose. Be aware of the time remaining as you strive for your objective. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Well, thank you. I mean, I gotta go kill this guy, right? It's just better if I do it. I also think that other guy is making a way back to my fucking face. Entering the same spirit font as an enemy will initiate a battle, defeat all enemies to win, and also seize the spirit font, and it is unclaimed. Some battles have time limits. Defeating all the enemies within the time limit will increase the rewards. I was born the same year Castaway came out? God damn. Let me... I'm gonna go focus in on fucking fighting these guys. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, what movie came out when you were born, boy? Do you know? Boy? I'll just focus on this. I have a magic. I can hit him with my magic bird. Eat Firebird! It looks almost the exact fucking same as the other fireball. Maybe it didn't help that all of them immediately got killed by it. Maybe if I'd given it more time, it would have been a different story. Alright, now die, random sword. Nice try. Tried to sneak up on me, he died. I mean, I wonder actually what movie released when I was born. I can look at it. Let me see. Movies. April 1991. The domestic box office for April 1991, Out for Justice was #1 with $39 million. With his partner executed in broad daylight by a psychotic mafia enforcer, a veteran Brooklyn officer vows revenge, but is the unstoppable detective prepared to face the truth and pay the price of blood? Steven Seagal? Oh, come on, don't put Steven Seagal as my main one. What the fuck was going on in 1991 that Steven Seagal is #1 in the fucking box office? Oscar, a gangster attempts to keep his promise he made to his dying father, but he would give his life of crime and go straight. This also doesn't sound very good. Immortal Thoughts, 2 detectives interrogate a hairdresser on 2 homicides that may or may not have been involved in. Bro, all I'm asking is for like a single good movie. Toy Soldiers, a group of troublemaking boys decide to take a stand when terrorists seize control of their boarding school. The 1991 re-release of Spartacus is currently the best movie that released when I was born. Jesus fucking Christ. Now this is making me depressed. I can't look at this anymore. Well, I can't be beat for box office. It's Titanic for 1998. God damn. The same month? Because I was gonna say, if it's just 1998, and I guess, you know what, to be fair, in 1998, a lot of shit was going on. Yeah, 1998 Titanic. That's hard to beat. It's no Steven Seagal movie though. Blade came out today in 1998. God damn. Was any good movie released in 1991? It can't just be. I'm about 4 hours in or so. I mean, I'm almost at the end of chapter 2, I think.
待て待て。昼日中に騒ぎを起こすのは悪手だ。セイバーがここにいるだけで十分な挑発になろう。
ふん。まあ、サーバントは魔力の塊だからな。では、目の通りを練り歩くとする。ついてこい、より。
I don't know if it's going to be the same for you, but if you type in movies 1991, the most popular movie that popped up for me was just a movie called Whore. Wow, they really are just swordsmen? Yeah, we're just a regular swordsman. Where did they go? I looked away for like a brief second and they fucking went away. Oh, there they are. Okay. Chase after Saber. They sense the power. I got Terminator 2 and Home Alone. That's pretty good then. I feel better about this. It was looking pretty rough when I looked up 1991 and all I got was horror. I looked at the top box office in March 2000 and some movies I have never heard of. Likely if you said maybe I've heard of them. Name some of the movies. Name movies. I'll get them. By 2000 I'm aware enough about movies that I should know about some of them.
いやいや、うちなら美味しい飯もたらふく食わせてやれるぜ。
一体何の騒ぎだ？
Oh my god, it's the creature.
さあ、硬い地面などでなく、我が家でお休みを。
お気持ちは嬉しいけれど、心配なさらないで。
Look at her. It's the people that got everyone angry at the Fate Samurai collab because she was not made an available servant. Her extremely high look can only be one other person, but Tomomo Arya.
家宝は寝て待てと申しますでしょう。私探しているものがあってけれど私には寝床がありませんからここで寝て家宝を待つことにしましたの。
Oh, you guys got Aaron. You got Aaron Brockovich? I know that movie. I also know Mission to Mars and the whole 9 yards.
そうやすやすと手に入るものではありま
Would
せ
you
ん
like a sandwich? We can provide you a
いや
sandwich.
待ってくれ。さすがに勘違いも甚だしいだろう。家宝は寝て待てとは寝ていれば幸運が勝手に転がり込んでくるという意味ではない。
そうです。
おい
おい。
そうでしたの。私の勘違いだったなんて。
You got Rush Hour and Goodwill Hunting? Oh my god.
人をからかって遊んでいるのか？
I actually most recently watched Goodwill Hunting for the first time. It was a great movie.
とっても凛々しいお侍様。
Tamiya Arya's design is so funny. She's too short to achieve her sword. I think I remember someone saying that Tomomo Arya looks like those pugs that have been genetically altered and are an abomination to God. But they're bred for maximum cuteness. She's like one of those dogs. Like she's been designed fully 100% for everyone who's ever been like, I love Tomomo. Why isn't Tomomo being the #1 unit right now. Did you know that Tamamo hasn't been updated at all? Castoria killed Tamamo. It's for those people to look at and go, oh my god, this is the most beautiful creature that I've ever seen in my life. But to anyone else, they look at this and like, what? Who built this woman? Why is she so small? Why can she not reach her fucking sword? The presence. She's also like 80% legs. She's built like Crony, but like small. Like Wado Arco at maximum leg. So she's a pug. Yeah, she's kind of like a pug. Also, before anyone gets mad at me, I do like Tamamo. I think she had it's probably my second favorite Tamamo after Cat. I think Cat's my #1. I love Tamamo Cat. And then it goes Tamamo Aria. Then it goes Vitch, who's not a real Tamamo. And then regular Tamamo, and then the second fake Tamamo, which is Vitch 2, Vitch of Darkness, at the bottom. And I guess Summer Tamamo kind of exists somewhere in the same tier as regular Tamamo. Crony's opposite? Yes. She also sounds like, have you ever watched the old web series Nyan Neko Sugar Girls? She kind of sounds like one of those girls that they make fun of in Nyan Neko Sugar Girls. Like the I can't do it justice, but if you've ever seen that show, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like making fun of that super cutesy voice. At least I think so. I actually can't tell if Nyan Neko Sugar Girls is a beautiful parody or someone for real just making a really bad animated show. I choose to believe it's a little bit of both. Either way, I think it's amazing. I love it. It's the reason why I say that all art should be made even if it looks bad. Because some art can just like transcend what you originally want it to be. Like One Piece. Where people see One Piece and occasionally they see more than what was originally intended. And I think that's beautiful. Because it shows that an art form is being super relative to you. That you see things that maybe others wouldn't pick up on and maybe was never intended by the original author, but now you're able to see it for yourself. And some people don't appreciate that. And, you know, they're not true art fans. What I'll say. Controversial statement. As I beat up these fake samurai dudes. Die! Defend all you want, random samurai man. I'm still going to beat the shit out of you. Because I'm able to, like, teleport mid-fight and you're not. Easy stuff. Yeah! I don't even know what I did there. Let me quickly eat some ghost balls. Yum, yum. Ready to watch the All for One concert? Yes. That does look like it's gonna be fun. Man, this game is such a musoi, huh? Yes it is. They kind of just basically made one, but not 100%. Samurai-sama. I'm Iori, and I'm freaked out about this entire situation. Please stay away from me. Now leave. Ordi! Jelly donuts, yes. I need a real Fate Musoi. Isn't the real Fate Musoi just the Fate Extra games? I am Ryder, a rogue servant linked to Ueno.
けれどライダーなんてつまらない名前ではなくて、
It's a Mamo.
私のことは本当の名前で。
何をのんびり話しているより新手が来る。
Don't worry, Arya's got this.
せっかくの王政を阻むだなんて、なんてひどい方々なのでしょう。ねえ、いおり様、ここは私の力をお使いください
Get
ま
ready
し。
for all my full time of willpower.
これは
二人で力を合わせ、あの方々にお帰りいただきましょう。
なるほど。助力
Oh, take that. Thank you, Tommy. Giving me the power to destroy everything. Yeah, Fate Excella, that's the name
こ
of
れ
it.
はダメじゃな。魔力の残滓をたどろうにも。
You know what Fate should actually do is that Fate should do a retelling of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So then they can just make Dynasty Warriors, except for their Lu Bu looks like the fucked up Lu Bu from Fate.
残滓を消していく程度に
And
は
red hair also looks like
手
the
だれの
fucked
術
up
者で
version
あ
of
る
red
とは
hair.
分かったが
And just make a Dynasty Warriors, except for it's using the Fago equivalents of them.
歯がゆいな。
挑発の策は失敗か。どうあれ今は深追いはやめておこう。
It's not fully, just because Dynasty Warriors have a full, like, crazy system.
貴殿が手を
Like,
貸
that's
し
the
てくれる
difference
とはな
between them, is whether or not do you have, like, the weird 8-circle grid thing, and then if you do, then you are officially 100% a
必
Musoi.
要ありませんわ。私は
No need to thank me,
私
I
の
fought
た
for
め
my own
に
reasons.
戦っただけ。
My friends.
I fight for my friends!
ライダ
Don't
ー
call me Ryder,
とな
Lord
ん
Yuri.
て
It is such
つ
an
ま
ugly
らない
name.
呼び方はなさらないで、いおり様。
Is it? No, is it?
私のことは
Ryder? No, I'm saying Ryder's not an
ア
ugly
リ
word.
It's an ugly name.
ア。いいや、
How?
ア
Oh,
リ
you're
ア
just a writer. So I just
呼
call
んで
you
ください
Ryder.
ませ。
What's wrong with being Ryder? What's going on here? Like, are we suddenly saying that Ryder is not a cool nickname to give to someone?
Would you name your son or daughter Ryder?
Yes.
Okay, they're gonna get made fun of. It's like, hey, Ryder. What are you gonna go ride something?
どう
What?
して
Get out of
Okay.
here, Ryder.
No, you're crazy. Ryder's a cool
医療の書
name.
でも書けたのか
No. No, wrong. Wrong, no.
罪な男じゃね。
Incorrect. Ryder is in fact a cool name.
Yeah, I'm gonna name my kid Crimson Codex next.
I would love a child named Crimson Codex.
Yeah,
私
I'm
ね、
gonna just arcanize every
美しい
child
も
I
の
have.
が
Okay, wait, okay, would you rather be called Ryder or Dr.
キ
Ratio?
ラキラし
I'm
た
gonna call
宝
my
石
new
も
son
情
Salad.
念のこもった
You didn't answer the question. Dr. Ratio or Ryder?
Well, he is a doctor. That's why
愛
his
し
name's
合う
Ratio.
人たちも
That's worse. I thought his full name was Dr. Ratio. I didn't know he was a real doctor.
私のものにしてしまいたい。
She just wants to join be
It's
together.
debatable on what he really is still.
私は欲しくなりま
Tomo,
し
I'm gonna ask you to step about 5 feet
た。いお
away
り
from me.
様のことが
She wants you.
I don't know. I feel very uncomfortable at this. I understand this is the 1600s, but just no thank you.
すまないが
Thank you,
貴殿が何を
Iori.
言っているのかさっぱりわからん
Iori's like, listen, tiny child, thank you,
と
but
いう
no.
ならセイバーの剣の技だ
Ryder, I barely know her. Ryder is like a white guy from the 80s last name. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, Ryder,
To your
し
chat.
かも
Yes.
まだ
Bam,
まだ
bam, Spartacus comes to the room. Are you pressing your chat now?
fuck you. Ryder's at least not as bad as naming your child Harley Davidson. That's
無
true.
理強いはいけませんわね。
Do you remember when Apocrypha was going to be a game, but it got scrapped? Yes, I do remember
代
that.
わりに私とお友達にな
If
っ
she
て
gets
くだ
close to you, you
さ
can
ら
hear
な
her
い
breathing
かしら。
louder. Tama Arya feels like one of those people who would not respect your personal space.
Big ass
それくらいなら構わないかな
You know what? She kind of looks like those things from Deltarune if you painted one of her eyes.
はぐれの英霊と
I don't know what that is, but because I
I
haven't
don't
played
know.
Deltarune.
There's no official name for it.
そう
Is there
悪い
not?
こと
Is
で
it
はないだろう
no? Other than having a
本
freaky
当で
eye.
すの
Yeah.
嬉しい。これから二人でもっといいことをしてもっ 仲良くなりましょうね、いおり様。
So all the different Tamamos are like different aspects of Tamamo, right? Like Tamamo Arya is like a version of her that is like super romantic. Yeah, if you like fuse them together, you get the main big Amaterasu. So does she just get all of that aspect about her then? The wistfulness, the idea of waiting for a man to save her? Yeah, she's your child!
いおり様ったら
Lord Arya, you mean Arya.
アーリ
Do
ー
remember to call me that next time.
Yes,
You have to call her Arya, otherwise I feel like this is one of those children that would kill you in your
そう
sleep.
呼んでくださいましね。
Halloween Horror Nights Arya Maze.
よりユイの手がかりは得られなかったが、
This Halloween, be
は
haunted
ぐれの
by
友を得られたの
terrifying
は喜ぶ
servants.
べきだぞ。まったく大した運だ。
そうだな。そういうことにして
That
お
would
こ
be
う。
kind of terrifying. She's a little
次
different,
は
but yes. Okay,
水
I
道
see.
橋の武家屋敷に行くか。
I wonder if they're ever gonna do Amaterasu in Fate.
Besides an extra.
Yeah, like actually just release Amaterasu.
これまでとは比べ物にならない魔力。
I suppose so.
上野も浅草や吉原と同じく莫大な魔力の溜まった霊地であ
We
る
have
か
so
ら
much magical
この
energy
力
now.
があれば小霊地の
Seizing the spirit fonts of key locations and certain other prices will greatly strengthen your status from the telluric energy flowing within. It also extends the time limit.
残るは水道橋だが、
Yeah, we have to go deal with that monster that I ignored.
霊地の魔力はたっ
まあ待てあれを見よや
魔力の流れ、水道橋までつながっているな。
その通り
We gain through ley lines, which means cut off the flow, they'll disappear. Right?
そうありえの
水道橋と怪異どもの
Let's go.
Why did Grandpa decide to teach you all this?
消えた。
He's like, there's always a time for you
Yarna,
to grow as a
Oji-san.
person.
うんうん
Thank you,
わしの
Grandpa
思っ
Book.
た通りじゃ
Thank you, Red Coder.
奴らは霊地の魔力を
Please call him by his real name, Grandpa Book.
魔力のつながりさえ
That's like his government
力
name.
は弱まり無産無償するというものよ
霊地を奪わ
If they
れ、
lose spirit font, they
力を
lose their
失う
power.
それはもしや俺たちに
しかり
Yeah, that can happen to us. Don't let it happen.
魔力
高尾が言っていたな。霊
な敵の
あれは
I guess it's a spot that they really want to focus in on. Damn, Saber is just super curious about everything. If, like, even in the middle of the war, they're just like, you know what, I need to check this out.
いつの間に食い気が盛んだな、セイバー。
Finish actions? Do I go here and then... Yep. Suibashi. A female monk has sworn fealty to Zhuang Shenggong while acting as an advisor to Sheng in the Waxing Moon ritual. She also helps uniform private soldiers and monks, and constantly she acts as the intermediary, introducing various commissions to Iori. Okay. It's the red book from It Takes Two with the ball chin.
あれが九段の武家屋敷か。
I always find it so funny how at least the Latin and Germanic ones don't really have more than one or two honorifics, and you can't translate all the Japanese ones.
見ろよりあちらに人だか
Yeah,
り
it's
がある
true. It's a little bit tough.
どうかな。まあ、様子を見に行くか。
Trying to learn Japanese has been a lot of that, of just like trying to figure out what's the best way of saying something, but also realizing that it changes depending on the kind of person you are talking to, and what is your relation to them, and whether or not you are viewed as an outsider or you're in a more casual setting or something like that. Yeah, rock out, bro. Woo!
近頃人
Party
気
on!
沙汰があったみたいでね。お改めとかで通るべからずだってさ。
Nice commoner.
まいったな。
Damn.
Pretty nice.
この先に用があ
They
る
do
の
look
だ
pretty
な。
nice.
Well, this is from
そりゃ
Iori's
災なんだ
perspective.
ね
They think they
明
look
日あ
nice.
たり出直しちゃどうだ
Do you
い
think that's why they're called nice commoner? Is that they're inside their head they're like, this is a nice
ど
commoner.
うしたものか
That's what Iori's
引
thinking
き
about.
返す
Yeah.
か
義が関わって
This
い
is
る
a
やもしれん
nice commenter right here.
屋敷への抜け道を探すぞ
Just call everyone Dono, it will be fine, surely.
So do you think the Crimson Codex comes from Musashi's island?
That's a good question. I don't know fully just because I've never finished Samurai, so I'm like, I don't know what's up with Grandpa
I
Book.
think it would have been Yori Miyamoto
こ
Codex.
の人だかり何なのさ喧嘩でもやっ
It's a good question. I guess I'll find out eventually, right? They can't hide all the info about Grandpa Book from me. Eventually, I'm gonna have to learn the true purpose of Grandpa Book.
To be a book.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so sad when there's like a third act reveal that Grandpa Book is evil. And I have to have the Adam Sandler, Grandpa Book was a bad guy?
なんで
The Crimson Codex?
The Crimson Codex? The talking book? No. No.
How could you betray me?
No, not you.
いかに
Retiree Gorman Sebe. You too thirsty? Then gulp down some sugar water.
だがな
Don't throw it back too quickly. Maybe I will, old man. Did you ever think about that? Give me some of this yam soup. Give me some of them peas. I've never had them before.
Had peas before.
Had peas before.
背腹は
Give
変え
me
ら
some of
れる
them peas.
ここを通るぞ
忍び働き再び
Party on, Wayne. His true purpose is to tell you to read more, damn it. I guess that's true. The devious nature of Grandpa Book is he's trying to force you to read
お
more.
貝か
Oh god, skeleton warriors. Oh, I can just turn into you. I
す
forgot.
ぐに行く
Bing. Boo. Excuse me as I just don't hit anyone with that move today. I hope you understand. I can substitute out of him now. There's no purpose for me to fucking go that hard over one skeleton, man. It depends on the skeleton, really. Like, if I was fighting against Skull Servants, I would go all in. Give me full power, Saber.
King of the Skull Servant.
Give me 100% power here. We're fighting King of the Skull Servants. Or White Baking. White Baking's pretty...
待て
Don't go that way, I got it. Do you think you could beat the normal version of King of the Skull
小
Servants?
道を通るのがうまいなより
Yeah, Skull Servant 300 attack, 200 defense.
Yeah.
そうかもな
You really think you're more powerful than a 300 attack, 200 defense
Yeah.
ま
vanilla?
あより屋根の上を行けば良いのではないか
I'm just saying, that's a powerful ass skeleton. In Magic the Gathering, they're in normal numbers. 300 attack is a lot of attack.
チェ
Yes, then
Trap hole doesn't work on Skull Servants. Why? Go ahead, tell me how you're your plan to use Trap Hole on a card that does not get affected by Trap Hole works. I would love to hear it.
大技が来る構えろ
Yeah, when it's 1,000 attack or more, you can destroy them.
yeah. You know
任せろ私に続け
Buff the Skull Serpent? What if they have Trap Jammer? I don't know. When I asked you if you could beat the Skull Serpent, I said, could you yourself beat the Skull Serpent? Not.
myself.
I'm just saying, you with additional cards does not mean you yourself. It means that you can't beat it by yourself.
I can't have another guy, so I'm not gonna have another guy. You know,
So does the Skull Serpent get a trap?
no, you're supposed to tell me if you do.
Well, he has to be summoned. Currently, we're in the process of does the Skull Serpent get to be summoned?
Okay. He's summoned?
Okay, he gets to be summoned. He gets looking for it. Then he's on the field.
Okay. So then he is a summoned monster before I fight him.
Yes.
It's like I show up first and I wait for him, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. You're on the board. You play yourself. Set one. Pass.
Okay. he drops down.
I would be boned, says someone in the chat.
Someone in the chat said he'd be boned. No, you gotta believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Can you be?
You gotta do something. Believe in yourself.
Okay, so here's your plan. You yourself. You have one face down set, and you're waiting for Skull Servant to make his move.
Yeah.
So he plays himself.
Okay.
Can I equip myself with the black pendant if that's the move that you want to do?
If you have the black pendant, yeah.
Then yes, you win.
For me,
この門は
I have
内から施
200
錠されている
hogs.
諦め
Which
て
means
別
I
の
have
道を
Russian recklessly on deck.
なんだそうか
So when he goes, so Skull Servant goes to attack you and is head first
Like
into
20 feral hogs.
20 feral hogs, and you gain 700 attack, and he just fucking dies.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, so you can figure out a way to beat the Skull Servant.
これでよかろう
But if I was in Yami, that'd
Yeah.
be different.
Now the Skull Servant is much stronger now.
Now, technically, I forget. I'm not a fairy, but I guess if he thinks I'm a fairy, I lose attack.
It's true. I guess what does the Skull Servant get to perceive you as?
What does he perceive me as? Am I a fairy?
20 to 50 feral hogs coming after him. Get ready.
Just give it. It's how you take care of any monster you need. You need about 20 to 50 feral hogs.
That was the meta back when Duel Links first released.
That's true.
Everyone would be like, your day would be going so fine, and then all of a sudden they fucking hit you with Rush recklessly, and you're just like, okay, I guess I fucking lose then.
奴らの様子
Yeah.
いささか
I think these guys are possessed. I can't put my finger on it, but it has something to do with the glowing red eyes that they have. Hit him with the water sport. Yeah, King of Skull is much harder to beat than regular Skull. I think that's not an insane thing.
I just put a Skull Servant in the grave.
It makes them stronger, unfortunately. And who even knows what other cards he could be bringing? What if he activates? You're thinking, okay, I think I got this. He only has one card, and then he plays Grass Looks Greener, and he starts milling from the top of his deck. I don't remember, but you're right. There was a new Skull Servant. I forgot that they just constantly release support for the Skull Servants. It's a fan favorite archetype. That guy got schmooved into the middle right there. Here's a question: could you beat Mammoth Graveyard?
Mammoth Graveyard? Okay.
This is a much harder fight because this is a 1200 attack.
1200 crap Mammoth
Big
Graveyard.
skeleton.
Okay. So here's my thing. Mammoth Graveyard gets summoned to the field?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're following the same logic.
皆御家人
Yeah.
幕府帰化の侍たちだ
Okay.
He gets summoned to the field. He has potentially one card he could
幕府のも
activate.
のかならば
Okay.
こやつらも良いの
So I need to find out how to take this guy down because he's a dinosaur somehow.
Yeah, mammoths are mammoths dinosaurs?
Yes, Mammoth Graveyard is
あんたらだよな
not
御家人連中を乗した
it's
のは
not a zombie, he is a dinosaur.
Really? Okay. I guess mammoths are dinosaurs when you think about it.
どうしたもんかと焦ったが
待て
Oh,
連中
okay.
この屋敷のもの
So
を狙っていたのか
Mammoth
あんたら知らねえ
Graveyard
のか
1200 attack, right?
Yeah.
ここの主が辻切りと疑われちまって
So secretly in my pocket I pull out the enemy
Kide.
controller
すまないが
Okay.
その
and
話 詳
I
しく
do
聞かせてくれないか
the correct code and I put him
ありゃ
into
お
defense
とといの
position
早
where
朝
he
だ
can
ったが
attack me. Now,
屋
this
敷の
brings
外
up,
がやけに騒がしいから
like a worse
なんだと
question.
思って出
Does
て
this
みた
guy
ら
have
よ
more defense than attack?
I think he has 700
頭とその数
defense,
やらが
doesn't
10
he?
人近く道の底かしこにやられて転がってたんだ
800.
I was pretty
Okay,
close.
then I
一
can
部始
bring
終
my
を
20 to
覗き見て
50
たやつ
feral
曰
hogs
く
back out.
決勝はなんだか
And then that's how you do it. Is that you just need one additional card then.
Yeah, I just need the enemy controller.
Okay. Apparently, it says right here the mammoths are not dinosaurs, but Mammoth Graveyard is a dinosaur for some reason. Here's what I would do. The Mammoth Graveyard goes to attack me. I activate my trap card. A hero emerges, and what's the only card in my hand? That's right. Nibiru, the primal being, the meteor that destroyed the dinosaurs.
I feel like this bodes very
I'm still dying from this, but I'm also doing like I'm like doing Megami from JJK, where I'm hitting them with the good luck pal, and then I'm summoning Nibiru. Now they have to fucking deal with this giant rock coming right towards them. As they start yelling, going, "No! What are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you do that? Who just fucking does that?" And I'm like,
oh.
He just hits the floor. I'm just a skeletal sword man. I'm so fucking scared right now.
Okay,
yeah,
I definitely. Nibiru, the primal hero. When the world needed him the most, he was there.
I feel like a hero emerges should have had like a special effect that says this card is not considered a hero.
That would break so many things if somehow the card summoned off of. I don't think it would do anything in the modern era, but in the old days, it definitely would have helped a bunch. In my fake brew of elemental heroes.
実はかねてより小説殿の講ずる軍学に強い関心を抱いていてな。いつか小説殿の私塾にて直にご指導を賜りたいと思っていた。しかし今に至るまで肝心の塾の場所が分からずじまいでな。いかにしてお目通り願ったものかと頭を抱えていたんだが。
You're laughing, but I used to play tourneys back in the day, and a lot of kids that was their main game plan. Is it? That was your game plan back in the day. It was so sad because I would go against them in tournaments, and they signed up for tournaments and like I'm ready to play, and they bring out their unsleeved elemental hero deck. And they would activate a hero emerges, and sometimes it wouldn't even work. No, because they would forget to set the magics and traps in their hand. So I would select the magic and trap, and there'd be like, I don't know, when Jaden used this, he just summoned Blade Master every single time. It's like, yeah, because it was written that way. Exactly. He also set his card. You need to learn.
巷で人気の軍学塾がまさか唯小説の塾だったとは。
なんだ、超行動までは。
いや、まさか幼稚の下手人がかの高名な塾の主とは思わないだろう。無茶を言うな、無茶を。
言い訳。
しかし、とんだ回り道を
This is all your fault.
神田はここからすぐだが。
Canada is close by, everyone.
さあ行くぞ、より。
いや、一度な。万全を期しておきたい。いささか気力勢力を費やしすぎた。セイバーには魔力不足と言うべきか。
サーバントだからな。まったく。
Yeah, you forgot you were just a servant. So you have to make sure I'm okay.
まあな。せいてはことをしそんじるとも言う。弱い夜のために一旦戻るとするか。
Grail War takes place over. Waxing Moon Ritual.
なんだ
What's that?
繋いだリーチだ。そのまま本拠へ戻る際は霊脈への。
なるほど。
Alright. Disengage. All that power gone. He did eat it. He's like delicious. The victor controls his opponent. And my Sharon gun gets slightly stronger. For some reason, this looks like a complete shit show. After closing off the connection to the ley line, the acquired telluric energy can be exchanged for materials, increasing Iori's mat and grant other benefits. Let's head home. Boss. Who is this mysterious boss?
さて、浅草は変わりないな。
で、どうだったんだい？
Curious woman and angry
新しくでき
man.
た店は。
あそこはな、なんというか強烈だったよ。
I don't know how to say this.
確かに品揃えはなかなかなもんだったな。
Releasing Artoria Caster, but she's buildable
いや、
like a
あの凄まじさは。
Hold up, what? They're making a Gunpla version of Castoria?
お前も問屋街へ見に行きな。
It's not like she looks like a robot. This is just you build Castoria.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. It's a buildable figure.
Yeah, from Bandai.
聞いたな、聞いたので
Unless you're a
言ってみよう、
Skandar,
より
you should not abuse. In which case, you abuse the hell out of Waver. I guess that's true.
なん
He does
だ
abuse. He did kind
君
of
は
do that
気
for
に
the
ならない
entire
のか
time.
私は大いに
But it was the Iskandar was really more. I'm here and I'm helping out this small child.
ならば
I
特
don't
見
think
に行こ
Waver
う
really ever did that
何か
much
掘
to
り出し
help,
物があ
other
るか
than
もしれ
hype
ん
him
ぞ
up.
止めても無駄だな。仕方ない。
Which was enough. That's all he needed. To be shrewd or Ooh, I can acquire some skills. I have some reportable stuff. Before I acquire skills, I guess I should look to see which one of these things can be reported back. Alright. He's up ahead. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Almost close. I'm sorry, I just kind of jumped on you like that. Report. Hell yeah. See you next time. Let me see, what skills can I acquire today? Taxon will be...
鍛錬の甲斐があ
There
っ
we
た
go. Oh my god, there's so many things.
いい調子だ。
Everything. Some of the other ones are still locked though. Level up the workshop. Hold on to it for a time being then. Sure, let's increase my mat. Sounds good enough for right now. What do you have to say to yourself,
い
woman?
やしかしすごい。
Who will this mysterious person be that was in no way spoiled by the loading screen? Could you imagine being a master in like an action like Japan or China and summoning a guy from a place you have no idea exists?
噂にたがわぬ
Yeah, it'd be kind of terrifying, I assume. You're like, I had no idea that you
は
existed.
ひ
バブ
なんだ耳慣れん野号だな。それに確かここは空き地だったはずだ。それが何故このような。
やはりな
Like Darius III? I think if you summon Darius H3, you'd be
狙いは
pretty
感じ取ってみ
terrified.
せよ
Mainly if you summon the Berserker
愉
form,
快
who's
な
just
ほ
a
ど並みならぬ魔
gigantic,
力だぞ
angry
よ
man.
り
With his
そ
huge
こらの
man.
怪異の
With
類と
his
は
huge
桁が違
mammoth
う
mobile, as he says, like, I'm ready to play some goblin
ならば
bikers.
セイバ
Go in Berserk.
ああサーバント
I summon 4.
それもとびきりの
Big
英霊に違いあるまい
Big Gabonga.
ー江戸に店を構えるときたか。よほど腕に覚えがあるのか。
揺るぎない自負と自覚の現れ
Yes, be ready to fight whoever is gonna be inside the shop.
頼もう
待てセイバ
Who is this mysterious golden
な
man?
んだ随分とみすぼらしい客ではないかだがここが我が城バビロニアとして踏み入った貴様らの愚かさをあえて称えよう喜ぶがいい貴様らには我が宝物の一
I
端
can't explain it, but this version of Gil looks the least like Gil.
It's a different art style.
It might be the different art style, but he looks like He looks like he's ready to join a VTuber corporation and make his debut. There's something about his look. I think it's maybe just the hairstyle.
Same mistake for Caster when he had the bowl cut.
I guess that's true.
Until Summer gave him his actual hair.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that. I can't gauge his skill with the sword, but I also know that he has a lot of them.
欲しいというならば譲ってやらなくもない。ま、雑種どもに手の届く品かは知らぬがな。
It cost about $3 million to look at Gil.
俺の寛大さにひれ伏し拝せよ。いや、ひれ伏したら見えぬか。
I can't imagine his Gilgamesh as like a shopkeep, because then he would have to get rid of stuff from his treasury, wouldn't he? That's a cheat code. What class are you? Where are you from?
まったくこの俺を質問攻めとはなんと不敬な。だが俺は今一仕事終えたばかりで気分が良い。故に答えてやろう。我こそはしがないちりめん問屋の若旦那である。
は？ちりめん問屋？
You know what would be a really funny idea? You know how Fallout has a bunch of different like vaults with the idea of many different experiments going on at the same time? What if there was, similar to that, very many different experimental grail wars, and there was a grail war where it was nothing but Gilgameshes fighting each other? Which Gilgamesh would win at the end of the day? So we'd have an archer Gilgamesh, saber Gilgamesh, Lancer Gilgamesh, Caster Gilgamesh.
Doesn't matter who wins,
Whoever wins, we lose. As every single one of them calls each other mongrels and goes to fight each other. And the one presiding over all of it, ruler Gilgamesh. It's very similar how you could actually have a Grail War with all the different forms of Saber as well. There are certain servants who just have so many different variants that you could make a Grail War with just them.
そうせがまずとも見せてやる。刮目せよ雑種ども。これが我が入魂の一作よ。
Check this out, kids. I feel like you should be arrested for giving this to children.
Try arresting Gilgamesh.
Sir, you're under arrest.
Okay.
I'd like to see you fucking try. Opens up his vault and summons.
Hands are up, officer, and then you just see like several gold circles appear out of nowhere.
No way, he activates the full game. Okay, you know what, fair enough. Yeah, Artoria can definitely have all of them. This definitely feels illegal, I don't know about this. It doesn't help that the stick is like directly near the crotch area.
At least it didn't have anything below the crotch.
I guess that's fair. Imagine having a giant gummy wang. The Gilgawang? No! Every part of me must be savored. Oh my god. St. Quartz fragrance.
It's barely one stone.
This kid knows what's up. No money? Where's the rent? I'm not one to extort money from children, but I see that kid going to go steal it. Exactly, that's why you have to be at least age 13 to play Fate Grand Order. I know for certain that someone would eat the Gilgawang if they made that into a real thing.
They would.
100%. Jana!
People already love Gilgamesh as much.
貴様は感謝というものを覚えよ。英吉。
Eikichi just totally stole from you.
なんだ。
I'm gonna guess that.
貴様らまだいたのか。俺はマスターを持たぬはぐれのサーバント。義の裁定者。 ルーラーとして統制に権限した。望む情報ならばくれてや
Does
った
that
ぞ。
mean he also has a buttload of command spells like most rulers? Is that just on his back or something?
これではぐれだと。
なんだかそんな気がしていたが、貴様、まともに英月の義を
I
戦
have
う
no
気がない
interest
な。
in some random ass grail war that's
俺
not
を
a
貴
grail
様ら
war.
並の英霊どもと同列に語るな。
See, he's saying this is a cheap knockoff. He's saying that your shoes are fake.
Everything about this is
だが
fake.
義に身を投じた者どもが何を望みいかにあ
More
が
like the lame moon ritual.
その過程には
Back in my day, we
いくら
used
か
to
興味が
compete
あ
for
る。
cups.
統制を過ごす上でも
Now they're giving out no
良
bell
い
wins.
座興となりそうだ。
He should have the command spells on the back, and it's not always the back. Okay.
出るぞ、より。
I think the back is probably the best place to put them, though. So you can have the Yakuza moment where you take off the shirt, revealing.
そんな風に感じるのは気のせい
I
か。
feel like we just got our lives spared.
英月を求めん以上は敵ではないが、ただものではない。一体
What is going on with this
いか
man?
な英霊
He
か。
continues to wonder.
見目からして
He doesn't
日
look
の元のものでは
Japanese.
なさそうだが。
That's true. He is
雑種貴様
Yeah. I think that if there's anything you could describe Gilgamesh as, it's 100% not Japanese.
憤敬に値すると言いたいところ
wasn't
だが
Babylon somewhere near like
命を拾ったぞ
Baghdad
雑
or
種
something?
I believe so. Yeah, not that I know too much about my Babylonia lore. But I'm pretty sure it's somewhere near
格
Baghdad.
別の恩情を持って教えてやろう
So
我こ
he'll
そは
be fighting
世
against
の
John
万
Cena in
物を
his
すべ
farewell
し
tour.
真の王思考にして無常絶対なる存在その上で
I transcend everything in
今は
existence, and I'm also an
ちりめん問屋の
excellent
若旦那でもある
textile wholesaler.
真の王
True king.
Shingo.
しかりそして貴様らは我が庭で踊る愚かな道家に過ぎ
I
ぬ
feel like there was a point here where we could have left the conversation and then we continued on so Gilgamesh could talk
道
more
家
shit
は道
about
家
me.
らしく
I think
俺を
Gilgamesh
楽しませてみせよ
I feel like there was a bit here where it's like, I'm ready to go, and like, before you leave,
さ
fuck
るま
y'all.
での義など陳腐極まりないが
Those kids stole your shims,
道
by the
家が
way.
いるとなれば
Babylon is 50 miles south of Baghdad. Okay. Yeah, your St. Quartz got stolen,
こ
idiot.
んな近くにサーバントが今日構えているとは。
意外とそういうものかもだぞ。君
これいいでしょう。お隣の英吉にもらったの。
This little girl also looks a little bit funky.
そうか、隣の
I can't put my finger on it though.
どうしたセバ
Neighbor. Saber.
まじないを使うのであればわかるだろう。あれからは随分と魔力を感じるぞ。
Yori doesn't pay attention to magic.
Just don't.
平時であれば放っておいてもよかろうが、今はあまり良くない。
Yeah, we can't leave
義
the
に
kids
紐
with
づいて
these
暴れ
magical
る怪異ども
things.
にとって
まずいな。すまない。その
なんで
No, I don't want to. I want to get killed by the monsters.
それはだからそのまま持っているともののけどもに襲われて
That
しま
kid's not gonna believe you, or they are gonna believe you.
そのまま言うのか。
お化け
Okay.
う。そうだ。
Yes, monsters. A monster, a monster.
Brian Davis again.
Brian Danielson will come out here and fucking shining wizard this child out of nowhere. You just see him in the background running towards her. Alright, mister. I don't want to deal with Brian Danielson. He's
Vicious vegetarian in history.
英吉とミ
the
オも
most vicious vegetarian known to mankind.
同じものが
They're Mormons.
英吉が二人とも
Ketchy sounds like an
鳥越
idiot.
の神社
鳥越神社か。
We should hurry. Alright, let's go save this dumbass kid. To the dum to the dum to the dum 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 to the dum to the dum to the dum dum dum. I wonder if the kid will already be being attacked by monsters by the time we get there. I don't think I can save this kid. Am I leaving town? I am leaving town. Digression became available. Are you the digression saber? We have to save these kids, but I guess before we do that, let's talk to you.
Food. Yeah.
That's way too big. She's trying to buy the Halloween Horror Nights hot dog.
Saber.
No.
You can't handle it.
You can't handle it. It's too big. It will kill you.
It's me, Rogue Berserker.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Rogue Berserker. I'm a foreign fighter. I don't know if you know this. I have green hair.
I have very luscious locks. I wonder if that is a foreshadow.
Foreshadowing for later. Eikichi is being attacked by the monsters. Imagine summoning Thomas Edison in like a small time spellcaster is mid 1400s Japan. That sounds like the amazing name of a visual novel.
I summoned Thomas Edison in the 1400s.
That or like a Mr. Beast video. I summoned Thomas Edison into 1400s Japan. Now get ready for this. Oh my god. You. That's right. You're gonna get smoked by a bunch of fucking bald ghosts. They're not even gonna have full hair. Charles Babbage would go crazy in Japan for sure.
With the big steampunk guy?
Yeah, the big steampunk guy, 100%. Thank you, mister. Don't worry. We'll keep these ghosts. Yes! Firebird! Oh my god. They fucking ragdoll like crazy. Die, Remnant. I think you can, if you're brave enough. Ghosts do feel bad. Why do you think that they're always crying? It's because it hurts to be a ghost. Emotional and psychotic, maybe a little bit? I don't know, it's a good question. The next ghost I run into, I'll ask them if they feel pain. No! Thank you for asking. No one's asked me.
Freak my spirit. Oh.
It's just that easy, folks. If you just simply actually listen to the ghost rather than... It would. If people just like tried to communicate with each other, we would be able to freeze so many ghosts and not be afraid of them. Except for the evil ones. Those would be fucked. Yeah, those ghosts, there's no helping them. They're just kind of dicks. And everyone knows that they're dicks still, so it's not like a big surprise. Not like in, the year kind of Santa Claus. Big surprise, big surprise. Nan, glowing green eyes. Oh, green eyes. A little red. That's also not the year without a Santa Claus. That's Santa Claus, the fantasy epic that I had you watch with me on for Christmas. Big surprise. Where we learned the true origins of Santa Claus, which is that he was raised by wood nymphs, and he eventually had a war with the ogres. He obtained the Cloak of Immortality.
Santa Claus deserved to be forever.
Yeah, they had a council meeting, and then it was decided, and then right before Death could take Santa, he appeared before Death and said, "Not this one." Yeah, and he's like, "We have Christmases," but they never told him that they saved his life. So he's just unaware that he can never die. And he will outlive all of humanity. I blasted him in the face. Now die, Cursed Lantern. Down he goes.
この力必ず生かそう。
Put down the sword.
よしよし。
There, there. Are you okay?
ありがとうござい
You're
ます。
welcome, blue and red child.
英吉もお礼。
This is a further lesson to tell you that saying quartz fragments only lead to your demise. It was their subtle way of telling people.
Even ghosts love fake Grand Order.
It's true. Those ghosts that we beat were all the dead masters of people who were unable to get the servant they wanted. There was me up in there saying, I can't believe I didn't get Summer Chloe. Oh, she was the 4-star. God damn it.
英吉、君これをどこで得た？
Ikechi, where did you get this? I stole it from the boss.
店先に飾ってたの。
わか。はぐれのルーラーか。ああ、そうか。
You could die, child.
返さなきゃ。
You'll go to jail if you steal, Ikechi.
泥棒したら捕ま。
Yeah, you're right. I have to go
そうだ
apologize.
よな。
それがいい。
And if you don't go to kid jail, there's about a 50% chance that maybe Gilgamesh might kill you.
ひとまずこの石は
Depending on what
俺
kind
から
of...
返しておく。
Gilgamesh be very bad enough to just
天使
kill
とは
a
知らぬ仲じゃない
random broke child who stole from his store.
In original Fate's Day Night, evil corrupted Gilgamesh? Yes.
Yes. Of
You
course
kidding
he
me?
would. But Ruler?
Ruler probably not. He's probably chiller.
わらべに
He
して
just
やら
wants
れ
to
ると
talk
は。
down to people
は
for
ぐ
the
れの
most
ルー
part.
ラーめ。
He just
こ
wants
こ
to
は
run
一
his
つ。
textile
我らが
shop.
You just want to run the textile shop and do all that. Sorry, kids, I didn't mean to jump on you like that. No. Learn your goddamn lesson.
My father
Arigato!
would beat me senseless.
No, no one
The Blood clan dies with me.
And my sister, I guess.
Yes.
But less important. Let me pray to the giant rock.
Thank you,
Thank you, Dwayne Johnson. I want to thank you for making all this possible. Oppenheimer, this movie and this seat right here, it's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
Telepathy Mystic Code.
A Holy Grail War in this area?
A Holy Grail War in this location? It's gonna be big. The Rock creates a Holy Grail War using WWE wrestlers as masters.
気づいていたのか。ならば、なぜ捨ておいた？
You knew they were stolen and you did
あわけ
nothing?
俺が手を出さずとも解決する問題にかかずらっている
I'm
いと
too
まなどない
busy
わ
doing nothing.
この言い草。俺たちがどう動くか読んでいたか。
Gummy Gill.
Yo,
You have to come. I'm too busy making gummy gills. Do you think it? How do you know how much time I have to make a naked version of myself? It takes a lot of time. Reminded that Gil, in between the events of Zero and Stay Night, Kira is feeding Gil children. Yeah, he don't care. He
It's like, sure.
give me that child. I had them before.
That's what people do nowadays anyway.
貴様の名を聞いていなかったな。
いおり、
Hi, I'm Iori.
宮本
I'm,
いおりだ。
I'm broke.
では喜べ、宮本伊織よ。こたびの褒美として、
Two cents.
貴様らには王の手足となる誉
The
れをや
royal
ろう。
retainer.
嬉しいだろう、光栄だろう。
Grateful, yes.
さあ、涙を流して喜ぶがよい。
待ってくれ。俺たちにそんな暇は。
江戸にあふれる宝を集め、我が蔵を満たす重大な責務だ。
Yeah. Build by vaults.
貴様らはいつも通り過ごせばよい。そこで目についたものを俺の元に届けるのだ。
Don't change your plans. Just give me whatever
さ
you
すれば
find that looks
それ
cool.
相応の褒美を取らせよう。簡単であろう。
そのような筋合いはないわ。より、もう行くぞ。
その任、拝命しよう。
I'll do that.
いおり。
I ain't got no shit to do.
貴様はそこなサーバントと違い、真の褒め
You
のなんたる
understand the benefits of being a menial worker?
では、 俺は待って
People
い
of
る
this
と
age
しよ
don't
う。
understand what a 9 to 5 is.
Not like you, Iori. You understand it all.
いおり
That in Babylonian
Iori.
age, there was a
確
1
かに
to
あれはただもの
24.
ではないだろう。だがだ
Saber just hates him
こ
so
と
much.
もあろうに私のマスターである君がやすやすと神戸を垂れるなど
落ち着けセイバー。無
I
論
thought this decision through and I said, you know what? Helping this guy right here
あの若旦那
in
は
this area?
浅草に今
It's
日
gonna be
お前のはぐれだ。
big.
いわば
Moon ritual with
俺たちと
Gilgamesh on
同
our
じ霊
side.
地の勢力。
It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
味方につけられるなら
Boss?
それに越したことは
Like
ない。
Gilgamesh?
Yeah, but I guess a boss.
万が一敵対するにせよ。
I was across the room and I saw a
Alright,
boss,
no,
and I was just thinking, you know,
ところだ。
boss, he could help with maxing the ritual.
Puffy face.
それに
Big buff face.
ミメや店の品々を見るに
He
相
seems
当に財
wealthy.
を
I
蓄
can
えて
trust a wealthy man. I'm poor as fuck.
You remember what you did to
そ
my
れは
house?
つまり
That's right. That
良
shit
い
didn't
稼
come
ぎにな
cheap.
るだろう。
We could make money and then we can use the money to
日
buy
々の
rice.
飯がいささか豪勢になるぞ。おかわりし放題も夢ではないな。
米が
Yeah. Wait, I think Gohan both means rice, and I think
ならば仕方ないな
lunch. If I'm remembering
義の
right, it's
合間
either
に
lunch or breakfast. I
汗水
forget.
垂らしてやると
Or,
しよ
or
うか
dinner. But it's very funny that that's the way it goes. Gohan. To be shrewd or
My
evil.
son lunch.
That's right. Just like the El Condor Pasa is the.
They
It's her,
just call her
今
the-
度こ
they
そ
call her the.
な
This is just the. Hello everyone, I'm the. Hi child. Sorry.
兄ちゃんたちありがと
Sorry I jumped on you like that. I couldn't control myself. I guess I can go to him now for a brief bit and check inside the shop.
We're back.
よく来たな。
Well met, mongrel. Let me see, I can buy a distant skull.
Oh, my gems.
Buy my gems. I can buy his gems if I so choose. I can't buy no rations? Monster materials?
Not yet, at least.
Can I sell? Oh, sell all?
そうだ。
Not broken.
残らず収めよ。
Saber, prepare the good rice. On the good china. We're fucking living like kings. I still can't buy this stupid tongue.
また来るがよい。
Pieces in Japan, you know what we can get?
Bro, we're living it high style now. We're living it big. Woo!
Moon ritual. It's time to get
いやーあの
I'm talking about the ultimate ritual, the getting money, my ritual. You, woo, woo. All right, finally we're home. It was an extremely long fucking day. No one can deny it. I can now look at my images. Yeah. Yeah.
my book.
The Lunar Chronicles.
We have a lot to read through.
Oh wait, that's future stuff coming up that I haven't gotten there. I'm almost at the point where I was when I was saving the game. Can I level up this workshop?
やるか。
Let me see. I can get Soul and Sync, increases the affinity gauge by 2%. Mounting effects can be upgraded and altered. Decrease the cost of goods at the general store and food stalls. That also sounds pretty good. Okay. Can I get this now? My money!
Oh
What are they?
god.
It's all gone,
Just
man.
like that.
Just like that, all my fucking everything's
始め
gone.
よ
I can dismantle stuff. Oh, I can equip new stuff. I can also go here. I can buy this.
We spent all our food money on
Yaruka.
upgrading the table.
You don't understand. I upgraded the table, and now we can't afford food anymore. All we have is old, dried up lizard.
We only like eat lizards because that's all we can afford now.
But check out my sick weapons.
Look at my cool weapons. Look accents. Look at their handles.
You can't deny that I'm fly as fuck right now, Saber. And I need you to stop looking at me disappointedly and put the sword down. Sword maintenance.
丹念に手入れしよう。
Sure, I don't see why not. It's been 8 battles, I think. Whoop. Whoop. Oh! I fucked up. Saber is like, that was okay. It wasn't the best. Alright, I think I'll call it for here, and then next stream I'll continue on from here, because I think we're going to get to a point where it's going to be the end of Chapter 1, and we're going to get into a big fight. If I didn't have to work later today, I would definitely go do it. But considering I don't know how it's going to end, I think this is a good stopping point. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me for another stream. I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever it may be. I wish you all good night. Now it's time for me to remember how the fuck to end the stream. I think I go here. No, it's not. It's the end stream button. And then YouTube will say, the stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Is that okay? I think so. Stream is finished.